Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 15 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 15-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 10 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 10-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Also brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. And by Oak Knoll, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. Welcome to Hawkeye Wrestling.
Well, good Sunday morning. Welcome into a chilly and snowy Hilton Coliseum in Ames for the next installment of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series between the Hawkeyes and the Iowa State Cyclones. Stephen Grace and Mark Ironside sitting up on the concourse level looking down as we get ready for another exciting matchup here between the Hawkeyes and the Cyclones. And Mark, made our way up here. Mother Nature didn't cooperate. It wasn't the greatest of trips over, but find a way in. A lot of fans look like they're trying to find their way in. This is a big matchup that a lot of people are looking forward to today.
Yeah, a lot of people have this match circled in red on their calendars, and they've been waiting for high noon on a Sunday. It's like a big showdown, like I said last week in the old Western days at high noon, and that's what's happening today between two huge in-state rivals with Iowa State and Iowa. And there's no love lost between these two teams, never has been, and there never will be. And that's fine. That's what makes it fun, and that's what makes it exciting, and especially when you look at it on paper and the matches are split 5-5 and whatever rankings you're at. Some of the rankings have them higher than us, and some of them have us higher than them. So it should be a very entertaining duel, to say the least, and keep you on the edge of your seat, and a lot of ups and downs, and it's going to be interesting. However we talk about this, however we think it's going to play out, it's not. Yeah. I mean, it's just flat out not. There's going to be surprises as we go, probably both ways, and but this is why you come. And we'll see how many fans brave the roads and the weather today, and it just kind of be an easier day to sit at home and listen to us on the radio and watch it on TV, and versus come out here and against the cold. But at the same time, these are Iowans, so and they know it in person is way better than on TV. So I think you're going to see a pretty stacked house today in Hilton Coliseum.
Well, those are the kinds of environments. I mean, you talk about it all the time. Drake Ayala talked about it this week with his media availability. I mean, yeah, it's great to wrestle at home in Carver, but it's so fun to come in and have 90% of this place just cheering against you, and to come out here and do your thing and make them have nothing to cheer about.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was talking to Patrick a little bit about that before the duel, and you go. We have the greatest fans on the face of the earth for sure in Carver Hawkeye Arena. It's the best place to wrestle, and you can't beat it. But being on the road in hostile environments, places like this, places like Iba Gallagher Arena, which we're going to see this year against Oklahoma State, and then what was that called before? At Penn State before Rec Hall.
Oh, yeah,
Rec Hall. You get into Rec Hall, 6,000 people on top of you. That's all it would hold. I mean, those types of environments, and this here today, these are awesome environments to compete in, and that's what you train for. That's what you live for. That's what, you go to Iowa for, is to be in situations like this, knowing that everybody is against you and wants to see you lose, and, that's what it's all about. And if you can't get excited and up for something like that, especially on a day like today, then you're probably not deserving to be wearing a singlet at all, no matter what side of the bench you're on.
Well, it is the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean-burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Earlier, I had a chance to track down Coach Brands outside the Hawkeye locker room, get a few quick thoughts from him. You can tell days that he's locked in, a little bit shorter with some of his answers, but he's ready to go and get these guys fired up for this matchup here. We will hear from him when we return. Hilton Coliseum, the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. More of your pre-meet right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oaknall is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknall.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit riversidecasinoandresort.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the pre-meet. Time for our talk with Hawkeye coach Tom Brands, presented by Hy-Vee. And coach, we're up here at Hilton Coliseum. A little bit snowy today, but it's going to get warm in here in a hurry. Iowa State, great matchup. Always look for this intensity here today.
It's as big as it gets. It's the next one on the calendar, and we got to be ready to go. We're starting in heavyweight. It's on live television, ESPN. So I'll say it again. It's as big as it gets.
Well, a lot of people going to be looking at it because, the weather not great, but hey, you find a way to get here and you'd love to come into these hostile environments and really put a stamp on where you want to be at this point in the season.
That's it. It's November and we're going all the way to March, and this is the one that's circled, highlighted, underlined, and the next one, and that's the most important one. The stakes are high. We got to perform.
All right, Coach. Thanks very much. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
It's Hawkeye Coach Tom Brands, presented by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Hawkeyes Wrestling. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Back with more of the pre-meet right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Despite the unshakable Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivalry, there is one thing Iowa State and University of Iowa fans can both agree on: getting hyped for Unleaded 88. It's cleaner burning and better for your engine, and it's cheaper than other fuel options, making Unleaded 88 the clear fuel choice. If Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk rivals can agree on it, you know it's worth the hype. So pump it up with Unleaded 88, grown by Iowa corn farmers.
You power your day with passion and purpose. It's the same for Alliant Energy. We're modernizing the grid, blending new, renewable, and traditional energy sources to meet growing demand safely and reliably. We're rising to the challenge to meet your energy needs today and for generations to come. Visit AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond to learn more.
Life moves fast. Quickstar keeps up. Whether it's fresh coffee, a bakery treat, or take-home meals that make life easier, we've got everything you need right here. While you're fueling up with our fully guaranteed gasoline, we've got great services like free ATMs and free air. Always clean stores, clean restrooms, and a smile for your day. Hey, we're all about saving you time, money, and making life easier. Quickstar's here for you whenever you need us. We got you covered.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum in Ames, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. Iowa and Iowa State about ready to get after it here for the latest installment. We will have starting lineups and wrestling action right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less growling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
This is Jordan Suckafetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Welcome back to Ames, Iowa, Hilton Coliseum, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. Both teams making their way out, getting ready for action here between the Hawkeyes, ranked number 3, and the 6th-ranked Iowa State Cyclones. Before we get to our starting lineups, let's pause right now for the stations on the network to identify themselves. You're listening to Iowa Wrestling. Starting things off, as we heard from Hawkeye coach Tom Brands, at 285. We'll be at heavyweight here today to get things rolling. And that's where 6th-ranked Ben Keeter, the sophomore with a 2-0 record, will take on top-ranked Younger Bastida, a senior at 4-0. They did also weigh in McCrae Haggerty, a sophomore with a 3-1 record, but most likely going to see Bastida. At 125, 7th-ranked Dean Peterson for the Hawkeyes. The senior at 4-1 takes on either number 9 Steve O'Poulin, a senior at 1-0, or Christian Castillo, a freshman at 4-0. At 133, 3rd-ranked Drake Ayala, the senior at 4-2, takes on either number 6 Evan Frost, a junior at 3-0, or Adrian Meza, a freshman at 4-3. At 141, 7th-ranked Nasir Bailey for the Hawkeyes, junior at 4-2, will take on either number 6 Anthony Echamendia, a senior at 2-1, or Carter Pearson, a freshman at 2-1. At 149 pounds, 10th-ranked Ryder Block, the sophomore at 3-1, will take on number 2 Paniro Johnson. He is a junior with a record of 4-0. At 157, either number 12 Jordan Williams, the junior at 2-1, or Victor Voinovich, the senior at 1-2, taking on number 3 Vinny Zerbin, a senior at 3-0, or Kane Noctiborn. He is a freshman with a record of 7-1 on the season. At 165, 3rd-ranked Michael Caliendo, the senior at 5-1, takes on either number 22 Connor Uton. He is a junior at 4-0, or former Hawkeye Aiden Riggins, a junior with a record of 8-1. At 174, 2nd-ranked Patrick Kennedy, the senior at 6-0, takes on number 11 MJ Gaitan. He is a junior with a record of 4-0. at 184. Top-ranked Angelo Ferrari for the Hawkeyes, the freshman at 6-0, takes on number 10, Isaac Dean. He is a senior with a record of 4-0. And we will close it out at 197. Fourth-ranked Masoma and Dean, the grad student at 6-0, takes on either number 2, Rocky Elam, a senior at 3-0, or C.J. Carter. He is a junior with a record of 4-1. Just playing their hype video for the Cyclones, getting ready to turn the lights out for them to make their way out from the tunnel. Mark, you talked about it. You look at those matchups on paper, and there's a lot of them that, 5-5, but even some of those are pretty close, and really need the Hawkeyes to come out, focus on what they need to do, and take care of business right from that first whistle to make sure that Iowa State can't get on a roll here today.
That's the biggest thing, is we can't let them get on a roll. They're favored big time right now at heavyweight, which is where we're starting tonight. And I say big time, I don't mean that in the manner of where I think that they're ranked or favored big time. It's just on paper and by the past match. What was the score last year in those
7-2?
7-2. I mean, it was a pretty dominant performance out of younger Bastida. But we're also looking at, a more experienced, a more veteran Ben Keeter as well, too. So I look for it to be a closer match. The biggest thing, I think, for Ben Keeter is to make sure he makes it a wrestling match. And, Younger hasn't had a lot of matches yet this year, and conditioning may become a factor in it if it's close towards the end, and we're right there with them. But we have to make it a wrestling match up to that point. And then going right into 125, Dean Peterson versus Steve Poland, they've wrestled one time before, and Poland won that one as well. So, on paper, they could come out and get 2 matches in, boom, boom, right away. So we got a lot more firepower starting at like 65, 74, 84 that could bring us back into it, but we don't want to have to, claw our way back into this thing and let it come down to Dean again, in a situation like it did, when we were in Tulsa. So lots and lots of wrestling to be done, and the biggest thing for us is we got to go out and we got to wrestle 7 full minutes. If we do that, things should come out our way at the end of the day today. So Iowa State just coming out all in their Iowa State robes, like what Coach Gable used to wear in the 70s, early 70s.
Getting ready to announce their starting lineups, and it's kind of interesting when you look at how the schedule played out. Iowa State's had a couple of open tournaments that they've sent some guys to. They've only had one duel thus far through the entire month of November. This is just their second duel, and their only one was against Nebraska Kearney, who's one of the top teams in Division II. But it'll be a little interesting to see if that plays a factor at all. The Hawkeyes having already been battle-tested through this month of November, and this really just their second opportunity in a dual meet fashion.
Yeah, and I think that helps the Hawkeyes for sure. I think the national duels really helped us a lot. And I also think getting that match against Pitt in has helped between the national duels and here. So I think the Iowa Hawkeyes are definitely, in the driver's seat from the perspective being early in the season, but with some more competition under their belt for sure. We just got to make sure that we use that to our advantage, and that's what I'm getting at. So we got to wrestle 7 full minutes up and down the lineup, and where we're able to get some bonus, maybe possibly 65, 74, we need to go get bonus.
Well, Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, voted best of the area for a dozen straight years, proudly supports Iowa wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. This is the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, and we are tentatively scheduled to have Joe Roberts, the president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, join us at Intermission. He was making his way here from Belmont. Initially, not sure he was going to make it. Then he said, well, I'm going to give it a try. So we're hopeful that he's able to make it here, and we'll be able to talk with him at Intermission about Iowa Corn and their sponsorship of the Cyhawk Series. Right now, the Hawkeyes won the first event of the year with Hawkeye women's soccer, but then Iowa State has won since then with football, volleyball, and men's and women's cross country. So right now, Iowa State leads that for the season by a score of 9-2. Hopefully we can get a couple of points for the school with the victory here by the Hawkeyes in wrestling.
So, as we mentioned before, we're starting at heavyweight. And those that don't know it, and I actually had to learn a little bit of this myself because I had forgotten until Morningstar pointed it out. So you flip a coin. If both teams don't agree on the way they want to start at, which 95% of the time, both teams typically always start at 125 and just agree to start at 125, and that's how you do it. But if they both don't agree to start at 125, well, you flip the coin. Whoever wins the coin flip gets to choose whether they want to have odd or even matches, or they want to choose what weight they start the dual meet at. And Iowa State won the flip, so they chose to start at heavyweight today, which could be for a couple of different reasons. One, or both reasons kind of put together. One, it gives them an opportunity where they're favored at 2 matches right in a row right out of the gate at heavyweight and 125, and they can really get the ball rolling. And they can end the dual meet in a match that they're favored in as well, too, with Rocky Elam, the veteran, the number 2 ranked 197-pounder. So that's a kind of a good starting position for them. But the other thing after thinking about it, talking to Morningstar, too, is Rocky Elam is a 6th, 7th year senior. And, I don't know exactly how. I don't think he's, banged up or injured, but they're trying to save him and save his body, as we know from having athletes in that position, that it, you want to try and preserve them a little bit.
Right.
Once they get to that age. And so that if they don't have to wrestle them at that point in time, Iowa State's hoping they're ahead by 7 points or more, and they don't have to wrestle them, then they're not gonna. But interesting start at heavyweight here. And here comes Ben Keeter right now. He's coming out for the Hawks.
So Sam Bossler sent me a message after we got here and got all set up. Weigh-ins were done. 4-1 record under Tom Brands when we start at heavyweight. The last time we started at heavyweight was in 2016 against Iowa State. And actually, under Coach Brands, when we've started at any weight other than 125, we're 51-1. Keeter makes
Ben Keeter, and there was quite a few boos, but some cheers in here. This place is definitely not sold out. I think a lot of people probably chose to stay home today, and I don't blame them a bit.
Yeah.
I know some people that actually had tickets today and stayed home just because they didn't want to drive and fight the weather. So,
the lower bowl is pretty much full. There's maybe a couple of seats here and there. Upper section, I would say maybe a quarter to a third full. So definitely not full capacity. But
and that's the difference between Iowa and Iowa State. If we're at Carver Hawkeye Arena right now, I guarantee you that place is packed to the rafters. So, when you're looking at what place to go, and if you're being recruited by both places, that's something you could look at right there, I know that's why we say we have the greatest fans in the freaking world, which we do. And it doesn't matter really the weather and so forth that, guaranteed at noon today right now in Carver Hawkeye Arena. That place is absolutely packed and standing room only at the top of the railings. Here we go. Ben Keeter, younger Bastida. Last year this was, like you said, 7-2. Keeter doing a good job snapping. These guys are coming out and hand fighting hard right away.
Bastida was, I'm trying to remember, was he the 1 or the 2 seed last year at NCAAs, and
I think he was 2.
Got beat. I didn't get their notes this week. I was looking through them, but I didn't get a copy printed to have them right here in front of me. But
was that 2 years ago? He didn't wrestle in the NCAAs last year.
No, it was last year.
Was it last year? Because I thought he took a medical redshirt last year.
No, it was 2 years ago that he did that. Yeah.
Well, he's ranked number 1 right now, so this is an awesome opportunity for Ben Keeter here to do something heroic and something big. And Bastida right now really working hard. So is Keeter. I love this. I love the pace of this. No shots by either guy yet, but some really good hand fighting, heavy hand fighting. Both guys doing a good job circling. Bastida very athletic. He can throw really well. He's really good with inside trips, outside trips. Boy, these guys are really hand fighting hard. So many snaps.
Underhook right now by Bastida on the edge. Keeter trying to circle back in. Fans wanting a stall call. Minute 40 to go here. There's Keeter. Dives for a shot from the edge.
Up to your feet, Keeter. Up to your feet.
Circling back in as Bastida's coming across. The one thing that, Ben talked about last year, and we've seen it a little bit this year at times too, is trying to get that trigger pulled a little bit earlier in matches.
I didn't see what Bastida weighed in at. We didn't get that
I didn't see theirs, no. There's an underhook. We throw the overhook and square back up. Slide out of bounds, head back to the center. 1:16 to go, first period.
Boy, I really, really like this action a lot right now. I love this action between these two guys. Really treating the fans, a lot of heavy snaps. These guys aren't out there just hanging on each other like, back in the old days, some of your typical heavyweight matches. These guys are athletes. Both guys probably weighing in. I know Ben weighed in at 240, 239, 240, and Bastida's probably close to the same. And there's a stall warning against Keeter already, which I'm really surprised because we're in the middle of the mat, and there's the shot right there by Bastida. That's the first shot he's taken, and we're already getting a stall call, which hopefully that plays out for both sides throughout this dual meet.
Bastida trying to get that leg elevated, trips Ben down and gets the takedown. And that's that athleticism you talked about. He just
right at the very end of the first period, too.
30 seconds left.
God dang it. When I was looking at the writing time. So, come on, Ben. We got to come up to your feet, dude. There you go. He's up to his feet, hand control, and he's out for a one-point escape. Great job by Ben Keeter right there. That was a big point for us.
3-1 is the lead for Bastida. 15 seconds to go, first period. Another shot right there by Bastida. Hits a low single this time on that sweep attempt.
Here's good. He wrestles so well for a heavyweight.
Ben
did a good job. He did a good job fighting that off this time.
Bastida's choice. He will defer. So Keeter's going to go down.
Keeter chooses the down position. Begin the second period.
So Ben gets set. Bastida rode him for 16 seconds after getting the takedown in the first. No real move from either guy right there. Ben based out. Bastida going into that claw ride. Now Keeter up to a knee at least, but neither guy's really doing anything right here. They're just kind of leaning on each other. Now Ben's up to his feet. Hand control, escape. So that'll make it 3-2. Bastida up to 42 seconds towards his riding time. 1:30 to go. There's a big snap by Ben. Circles back towards the center.
Got to get Ben on the offense here, Steven. We got to get him to a leg attack. We got to get him to a shot.
Bastida's been doing a lot with underhooks, trying to get double unders in.
Well, he likes that. He's really good there. He's good with trips from there as well, too. And Keeter's already been warned for stalling once, and Bastida is controlling the mat with these underhooks. He's controlling the ties. Can't let him get those underhooks in. 1 minute here in the second period. 3-2 is the score in favor of Bastida. Got to get Keeter firing off a low single type shot. Got to get something in low.
Big snap again by Bastida. Gets it draped up over and takes us down again.
That was a great shot off of a snap right there by Bastida. A really, really good shot.
Now he's got us flattened down. Probably going to get that riding time up over a minute. 30 seconds to go, second period. 6-2 is the lead for Bastida. Goes into that claw ride again. Keeter to his feet. Bastida drops down to the leg.
15 seconds, Ben. You got to come up, come up, come up. Hand control, up to your feet. There you go. Nice job, Ben Keeter. Atta boy, Ben Keeter.
Had a little side roll right there with 5 seconds left, and that'll make it 6-3 as we go to the third. Bastida does have 1:21 of riding time.
Bastida's choice, he's going to choose neutral. Come on, Ben. We got to get a takedown here. Man, a takedown would tie it up. We got to get to the legs. We got to at least give ourselves an opportunity to win this thing.
Have you seen any sort of an opening that Ben could try to exploit?
Well, it's kind of like what we were talking about at the pit match. We were just too straight on, not enough angles, passing elbows, 2-on-1s, kind of trying to get off to the side, getting angles the way he really needs to do, and not let Bastida get that underhook. Right now, it looks like he's just too concerned about what Bastida's doing instead of what he should be doing.
Circles back towards the center. Bastida has that inside position on the collar tie on the right side. 1:20 to go.
Come on, Ben Keeter. Just pull the trigger. Got to get something going here. Give yourself a chance, bud.
Man, I'd almost rather lose 9-3 because you took a chance than just kind of hanging out.
Come on, Ben. You're down by a takedown here. We need to go. And riding time.
So you need a takedown and a ride or 2 takedowns.
You know, I'm with you. I mean, we don't want to wrestle for a tight loss. We want to wrestle for a win.
And we just give up a stall call as there's another underhook throw by attempt.
Now that took out more than a takedown. Now we for sure need 2 takedowns.
Bastida trying to suck that in. They go to a stalemate with 44 on the clock.
Now see a takedown for Bastida gives them a major. And they know that. Brent Metcalf, Derek St. John jumping up and down, telling Bastida he needs one more. One more. Come on, Ben. And Ben's on the defense. Bastida's kind of jiving, moving around, trying to create an opening to get to the leg.
Snap there by Bastida. Comes across with a double leg. We're hipping in, and he takes us down for 3.
You got to come up, Ben. You got to come up. You need an escape. This is big, big for Iowa State here. Really big if they could hang on to this major. 13 seconds to go.
Peter trying to work up to his feet. Bastida around the waist. And Ben's...
He got out! He got out! He got out! Yes! Yes!
Right at the very end, a .4 riding time will be an 11-4 decision.
Wow. That is not what we should be cheering about, but that's a big team point right there.
So 11-4 final, 3-0 is the lead for the Cyclones over the Hawkeyes. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's All-Suite Homewood Suites, Iowa River Landing, and Home 2 Suites, Hilton Hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens. Enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour gym, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit.
Here it brings up Dean Peterson. What is Peterson even ranked?
He's number 7. Steve O'Pullen is number 9.
These two wrestled last year. Where are the NCAAs?
Yes.
Pullen was at University of Northern Colorado, and Peterson was at Rutgers when they wrestled the NCAAs. That was a 1-point match?
6-4.
6-4, with Steve O'Pullen winning that one. Pullen with only 1 match this year so far. He's 1-0 on the season. And maybe that'll work into our favor too. You know, he's only got 1 weigh-in under his belt right now.
Quick update from Iowa City. The Hawkeye women in action right now, taking on Fairfield. That is a 19-10 lead for Fairfield. 3 minutes to go. I say hi to my Aunt Pat out in Seattle, listening in. Hate to admit it, but she's an Iowa State alum.
It's all right. She can still cheer for the Hawks.
That's right.
Got my daughter Hannah, who's an Iowa State student right now, sitting next to us, and she's still cheering for the Hawks.
You know it.
She's got her PK shirt on. Her roommate Bella as well too. They're supporting the Hawkeyes, even though they go to Iowa State.
A lot of downtime. They're interviewing Younger Bastida right now.
Well, it is on ESPN, so.
Peterson's been out there for almost 2 minutes, just kind of pacing back and forth.
I still haven't seen Peterson wrestle enough to know what to expect out of him.
Right.
I mean, he obviously won a really big match against Troy Spratley, but then at the same time, he lost that match against Bazakis, got in a scramble situation and lost. And it just hasn't put up enough points on the scoreboard on a regular situation or basis with 5 matches under his belt. In matches I believe he could have.
Right.
And that's what makes me nervous. And I look for this to be a pretty close, tight match as well, too. But I'd like to, as we always talk about, come out and get a takedown in the first period. Just really set the tone, set the pace, score early and score often. And it just seems like
takes an attempt right there, but couldn't get the hands all the way through. 30 seconds gone by first period. No score at 125. Iowa State leads the Hawkeyes by a score of 3-0. Half attempt there by Poulin. More just changed levels, then tried a little pass by. Slide by attempt. Poulin almost around behind. That's kind of a 2-on-1 look. Now tries to drop to a leg, but Peterson squares back up.
But we dodged a bullet there. Circling out of that, did a good job. Peterson did.
Minute 50 to go now in this first period.
This is one of those matches on paper that could really honestly go either way. Iowa State favored a little bit just based off of not the ranking. We're 7 and they're 9, but based off the head-to-head last year at the NCAAs. With Poland coming out on top, 6-4. But this is one of those toss-up matches, one of those swing matches. Neither guy really done a whole lot besides Poland hitting that slide by they almost scored on. But again, Peterson just not getting to the attacks, not getting to that offense. There was a shot right there attempted by Poland. There's a shot right there by Peterson from a ways away. No setup at all. Dove in from a long ways away. Now we're caught in a front headlock situation. Now a little drag attempt right there by Peterson.
Comes out with an overhook right there. Stalemate it. 52 on the clock, first period. Reset from the center. Half attempt there by Poulin. Changed levels. Peterson tried throwing an underhook in as he came across. There's a half attempt there by Poulin. Stall warning on Peterson.
That's 2 matches in a row we've been warned for stalling the first period. That should tell you something right there. You can't stand seeing that. Us getting called for stalling 2 matches in a row in the freaking first period. Get your butts in gear.
15 on the clock. There's a double attempt by Peterson. Cuts off to the single, head to the inside, trying to drape over the back. Looking to come through the back door, short time. Not sure he's going to be able to come through and finish this, but at least got into the legs. Peterson's choice, he's going to defer. Got blood time, it looks like, for Poulin. (22-17) at the end of first quarter. Hawkeye women trailing.
I just can't stand getting called for stalling in the first period. And the thing is, Iowa State, they're not doing a whole lot. I mean, they hadn't, at that point in time, Bastida hadn't taken a shot, and neither had Poulin.
Yeah,
had taken, neither guy hit a slide by, but neither guy had taken a shot on us, and we're getting called for stalling, but they're controlling the ties. You know, you can't allow them to control position or control the ties. And I'm all for the referee calling stalling 110%, as long as he does it both ways. When we are controlling the ties, you know, in these first periods without even taking a shot.
Right.
But we're still getting stall calls. Better work both ways.
That's been my thing. Just call it consistent. Call it the same way for everyone and call it to encourage that action. Encourage people to do stuff.
But at the same time, we should not be allowing these guys, the referee, even remotely think that we're stalling. And a little bit might be the crowd. They're obviously we're at Iowa State and they're wanting the stall calls. They're going for the stall calls right away and getting on the referee a little bit, which is their job. So I don't know if that's playing into it or what, but just got to make it to where there's no way a referee could ever be able to call you for stalling. It's like impossible.
Still trying to get this bloody nose stopped for Poulin. Looked like they had cotton swab stuffed up there, and then they finally pulled it out. So we'll see if there's another stoppage here coming up. So Peterson deferred his choice. Poulin starts down. No score at the end of the first period.
Sort of in the past, the mat's been like this, where they've either been directly away from us or facing us. But I guess it makes sense to go that way with the head table.
The head table over there, yeah. Quick escape by Poulin, 5 seconds. See Peterson get back to those legs, though.
Again, that was a shot that he hit from a non-tie from a ways away, but he got in deeper that time, but just ran out of time to finish there. Let's just see us close the gap, get our hands on him a little bit more, hit some good explosive shots that you don't get caught wrestling on your knees and wasting 30 seconds and then letting it go to a stalemate.
There goes underhook. Almost tries like a slide by with the underhook. Minute 15 on the clock. Second period. There's a shot again by Peterson. Comes up double unders.
Can we use this?
Guy's going inside trip. Poulin backs all the way to the edge. Now Peterson clears out. Shot out of bounds. Head back to the center.
All right, Peterson. Now we're showing some life here. Keep it going. Keep it going. Terry Brands likes what he's seeing out of Peterson right there.
Shot from a long ways away by Poulin.
A sweep single attempt right there. Second period takedown here would go a long way, Steven.
Peterson reaches, gets to that collar tie. Duck attempt by Poulin. Now we catch him. Underhook, reverse headlock. Clear out of that, stay in that collar tie. There's a reshot attempt right there by Peterson after Poulin changed levels a little bit. 25 seconds to go. Slide by actually snapped us right into him.
Yeah, he snapped, Poulin snapped us down right into his legs almost. Now we're going to get caught underneath in a front headlock. 15 seconds to go here in the second period. Both of them back up to their feet. Neither guy, besides there's
shot
another
again
shot
from
by
a long ways away.
Both guys, neither guy really doing a very good job setting their shots up. Both guys kind of hitting shots without setting them up, diving in, getting out of position. Going in the third period now, it's going to be Iowa's choice. We'll choose down.
Peterson gets set. Referee today is Titus Godbolt. Matt Soroczynski, the side ref. Peterson trying to work up to his feet. Poulin looking to throw a leg in. Kept it out. Trips us back down to the base.
No move right there by Peterson once he got down to the mat. Now he's back up to his feet, trying to get hand control. Bent over at the waist, though. Now he does a
Granby,
roll.
turns back in, and about ready to come around. Gets a cradle locked in.
That should be two right there. That should be two.
Right on the edge. He's trying to keep a toe in, see if he can pull it back in. Out of bounds. They'll give the one escape at least.
I don't know how that's not two.
The hip never got. If you've got the cradle, you have to get the hip to the mat.
Well, he was on his hip when he first locked it up, though. He was on his ass. He was literally sitting on his butt.
Blood time again over there for Poulin. No argument from the Iowa bench.
Terry was. Now we'll have a break. He's talking to Peterson.
So escape. Ties it up at 1. Riding time not a factor. A minute and a half to go in regulation. Iowa State leads the Hawkeyes 3-0. An 11-4 decision by Younger Bastida.
That was great wrestling right there by Peterson on the edge of that mat, getting that reversal though, escape, I guess. But really, really good explosive wrestling right there. Off that, it all started off that standing Granby. Comes down to this, 1-1. Who's going to get a takedown?
Shot by Peterson, almost missed, and then a roll-through attempt by Poulin. Grabbing our ankle. We've got his sitting over top.
I don't like this.
In a bad spot right here. Now Peterson trying to turn to see if he can kick away. Now Poulin's got us draped up over the back. Now he hooks our ankle, trying to pop that head free. We've reached over and grabbed his ankles. Poulin's in a really good spot right here. How strong are Peterson's hips? Peterson hips back over him, steps over, should get the 3 right there.
Oh, we got it.
There it is. 3 takedown by Dean Peterson with 30
Yes! Keep him down. Keep him down. Ride him tough here. Ride him tough. He won the scramble. It came down. Both these guys wanted to come down to one scramble. Peterson won it. 20 seconds to go here in this match. Poulin up to his feet right now. We're trying to take him back down the mat. We don't. Poulin out for a 1-point escape. Makes it 4-2 now.
10 seconds left.
Stay in the center, though. Stay in the center. Circle. Good job, Peterson.
And Dean
That's
Peterson
gonna do
will
it.
get the win.
That's going to do it. Big win for Dean Peterson. Atta boy, Dean Peterson. That's a big one.
4-2. And that will tie us up at 3 apiece. On that shot, Mark, he did a great job. I mean, it's kind of a weird scramble. And Poulin did a great job, kind of threw our leg off and stepped over an ankle so that he could reach through. But then Peterson did a good job, got that leg free just enough, and just drove those hips into him and basically sat him to his butt so he could break that leg free and turn into him and get that takedown.
Yeah, he exploded. He got that far ankle. He only had it by his fingertips. But he had the far ankle as he's trying to cut out the back door, come around, get an angle on it. But that was just grit right there by Peterson. 100% just pure mentality and grit that he knew he needed to score in that position. Came up, lifted that ankle up in the air, turned in hard with his hips, knocked off Poulin off of him, and then turned it into his own offensive takedown right there. That was really, really good wrestling and scramble wrestling by Peterson. It didn't show you really what he was about technically wise, but it showed you what Peterson has between the ears as well too. He knew what was at stake there. He knew it was a third period. He knew he gets taken down, he loses. He gets the takedown and he wins. He knew it was at stake, and he mustered up and he got it done. Dan Gable.
Yep. Recognizing one of the championship teams for Iowa State. We need to step out, take a break right now. Fireworks all around. Yeah, there it is.
Told you. Thanks, Brian. Rossi, appreciate that.
Fireworks to get things started here with the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. We are knotted up at 3 after 2 matches. We'll be back with more right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, our 1.6 million customers depend on our energy 24/7. That's why we work 24/7 to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need. To keep our 99.9% reliability record, we're enhancing our technology, improving resiliency, and investing in critical infrastructure. We're generating power from all available resources to cover any increases in demand. And we're innovating to ensure you always have the energy you need. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa fans, with US Mode from US Cellular, you can keep your eye on the game, not on your screen. Whether you're inside the stadium, tailgating in the lots, or listening to the game at home, US Cellular wants you to focus on genuine connections with your family, friends, and fellow Hawkeye fans. That means at game time, you should do less scrolling and more cheering. So eliminate distractions and build connections by setting your phone to US Mode, because game day is for cheering on the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! US Cellular, built for us.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. 3-3 after 2 matches between the Hawkeyes and the Cyclones. We get ready for 133 pounds, where Drake Ayala will be taking on most likely number 6, Evan Frost, junior with a 3-0 record.
What was the score between these two last year?
This was 11-7, Drake with the win.
Well, as he said in Drake's press conference, which I didn't see, you said Drake loves these types of atmospheres and these moments.
It's almost like you. I love going to those environments and just wrestling, having everybody cheering against me and just silence them, shut them up.
Another big, long break here between these matches.
Yeah, ESPN, they get their commercials worth out of it, that's for sure.
Well, so far in this dual meet here, it's kind of how expected. There's going to be a seesaw battle back and forth, and that's what we are, with younger Bastida winning that one at heavyweight, and then Dean Peterson pulling one out for us at 125 pounds, making it 3-3 right now. And here comes a match that the Hawkeyes, this is the first match the Hawkeyes are actually favored in. You know, I mean, some on the ranking wise, Dean Peterson was ranked 7th and Poulin was ranked 9th, but by past matchups, Poulin had won that one, so it was kind of a toss-up. But this one here, where's those Frost brothers from?
West Des Moines. Didn't they move up from?
No, it says Louisiana.
Yeah, they were from Louisiana, but they came up and wrestled at Dowling.
Dowling?
Been a lot of that.
From what I hear, too, the other Frost, Was it Caleb Frost at 49?
Not Caleb. Jacob?
Jacob Frost?
I think Jacob.
Beat out Panero 2 matches out of 3, but Panero's wrestling today. So I don't know how that shakes or pans out, but talk about that when we get there. But here we go at 133 pounds. Iowa's own Drake Ayala from Fort Dodge.
No break Drake is what Coach Brands called him. Let's see if he can
little ice baby here.
Unlock those brakes and just go full gas here.
Drake loves this stuff. Loves this stuff. But these Frost brothers are tough. I mean, they're just tough kids. They're go-getters. They don't get tired. They're competitors. They're fun to watch wrestle, too. They like these types of situations. This is going to be a really good, fun, entertaining match here.
3 versus 6. I mean, this could very easily be a quarterfinals matchup Friday at the NCAA tournament. Obviously, the rankings will change quite a bit between now and then, but
I'm not sure why they put leg bands on. I just don't understand why we got to wear green and red leg bands. I mean, especially when Iowa State's got red singlet. The referee should know Iowa's green and Iowa State's red. There's
Drake
a sweep
with a couple of attempts
Drake.
right away.
Missed the leg right there, but getting after it, not wasting any time, trying to find some offense. Hawks have been called for stalling in the first period of the past 2 matches here.
Drake wrestling down on a knee, now works up to his feet. Another attempt by Drake's into a front headlock, underhook. Tries throwing that by.
Controlling the ties, drag right there by Drake.
The Hawkeye bench getting a little vocal saying, hey, we're controlling the ties. We've actually taken 3 shots here. Now Frost comes across with an underhook of his own. On that right side, Drake's left. Drake clears out of that. Minute gone by, first period, no score. 3-3 is the team score between the Hawkeyes and Cyclones.
Oh, snap right there by Frost. Notice, too, that we always have typically in the corners some tape where the coaches can only go so far on the mat, but I did notice that they also extended the tape out on the floor so they can't run up and down the mat either.
A shot by Frost a ways away. We come back, try a sweep, switch off to a 2-on-1.
But he has head position on us. Frost does.
Drake trying to hip into that. Now Frost clears out. Minute 20 on the clock. Drake, that left hand on the collar, trying to snap. Now snaps into a front headlock. Doesn't stay there very long.
1 minute remains. 1 minute.
1 minute to go here in the first period. Neither guy touched the legs of each other yet. Drake with a few attempts, but hasn't gotten in. And that's one thing that Drake has struggled with this year, too, is just really getting in deep on legs and finding a way, and just not sticking to the same thing for 7 minutes. But if something's not working, you got to get to some angles, you got to snaps, got to get something different, some snatches, just working some different ties and find a way to the legs.
Another sweep attempt there by Drake. Just tell me what's different this one versus the first 2. Another snap
by Drake, shot
almost
by
gets
Drake.
To the leg.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And literally, that's 6-0 in shots.
I don't know why we're not getting a stall call here. And this is what I was talking about. Exactly what I was talking about.
First period will come to an end scoreless. Compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988 for the 988 lifeline. Frost choice. He'll choose down to begin period number 2. Drake right away into that claw ride. Tripod by Frost. Up to his feet. Squares up, out for the escape. Drake snaps. Tries that slide by, gets around behind him, didn't quite get the hand down. Now drops to the ankle, but a whizzer thrown in by Frost.
Can't come up around the waist.
Trying to elevate, looking to limp arm out. Gets that leg, trying to dump him the other way, and does for the 3.
Nice job, Drake. Way to stay with it. Way to stay with it, Drake.
Now he's got that bent leg caught up in there. See if he can get a wing in on the right side. Now jumps over top to get that leg cleared out.
Really put an emphasis on riding right now, Drake. Really try to ride hard here.
Frost up to his feet. We bump him back down to his base. Right on the edge of the mat, he tripods. We bump him back down again. Slide out of bounds, head back to the center. 1:06 to go, second period. Drake, a 3-1 lead. He's got 33 seconds built towards his riding time.
Come on, Drake. Ride tough. Ride him out the rest of the period. Just ride him hard. Get him flat.
Goes to a half, now back into that claw ride. Hooking that near ankle. Frost, though, gets that hand control on the far side, gets the escape. 3-2.
Try to get another one here, Drake. Try to get another one this period. 50 seconds. That's all kinds of time. Try to get another one here.
Drake has 43 seconds towards riding time there. Frost takes a shot a ways away. Gets Drake sat to his butt, but Drake reaching in, trying to fight this off.
Drake's in trouble here, too. Frost is in deep, deep, deep.
Now he's looking to come up over the head. Drake trying to scramble, looking for neutral danger. Still no takedown yet. He's hanging on to Frost's arm to keep that from popping free.
He's in big trouble here. He's got to get his leg free here. He can't get his leg free.
We still got to hold his leg.
Now he's going to be in better position because his leg's free. Now we're going to fight this off.
Now we've got him draped up over top.
Now we're going to fight this off.
Now see if he can come through the back door himself. Now Frost gets our leg. We step over, trying to break that grip. 3, 2, 1. Time will run out. They're going to talk about it.
They're going to look at it themselves. They're going to look at it themselves, which I think is a really good thing to do because he was stepped over and he had the far ankle secured and he was on all fours.
You're saying Drake should get the takedown?
Yeah, Drake should get the takedown.
I think Iowa State was feeling like they had it earlier.
No way did they have it earlier. If anything, Drake should have it at the very end there. There was never, ever a position there that Iowa State should have had takedown right there, which, I'd like to see a replay here. But at the end, when we were stepped over his ankle and had the far ankle, and he was down on all fours, that's where I would have thought, like, once we secured that far ankle right there, that should have been 3 for us.
Quick update from Iowa City. Hawkeye women on top 30-29.
No takedown.
So no takedown.
No change for the call of the match.
So it will be 3-2 as we go to the third period. Drake with the lead. Drake's going to go neutral.
Iowa chooses neutral in the third period.
Drake's going neutral, huh?
There's another shot by Frost. We kind of reached for him, and he just slipped underneath of it. Gets to our leg. We're reaching down, trying to grab his ankle.
Did I miss something last year? I don't remember. Did we get ridden or turned or something?
I think we were up big, and he turned us late or something. Frost doing a good job climbing up. Drake somersaulting at the last minute, keeping that leg free momentarily, but now Frost gets the takedown. 5-3 with a minute and a half to go. Iowa thinking maybe a locked hands call, but they're not going to throw the brick. There's Drake. Hits a roll. Frost staying behind the arms, though.
This is where they wanted to be, is on top of Drake. Drake had a hard time getting away. This is why we choose neutral. I just don't understand why we chose neutral there. Why are we not going down there? It has to be an automatic point.
5-4 with a minute to go. Reshot by Drake. Trying to throw that underhook by. The leg's actually behind our leg. And now Frost jumps back around and grabs ours. Drake, though, hipping into him, throwing that whizzer tight. Reaching back, trying to grab an ankle. Frost trying to limp through. Drake almost stacking himself up right there. Hanging on. Each guy has the other's leg. Frost trying to drive into us.
45 seconds. It's not a whole lot of time with the position that they're in right now. Drake's in a bad position here with his and there he's getting to give up a takedown. There's three for Frost in a bad scramble position there.
Tom thinking about challenging, thinking that he wasn't there, but I think that was legit.
Yeah, I think that's for sure neutral danger. I mean, it was not that's one of those situations. It wasn't a secure takedown, but it was neutral danger for sure. And we put ourselves there by scrambling. First of all, you don't let him into your leg like that. And two, the way that we defended it, rolling like that and getting caught. Drake up to his feet now again. 1 point escape, makes it 8-5.
Gets in on a shot from a long ways away, doesn't secure it. Comes up over-under situation, trying to throw that underhook by. Drake doesn't look good out there. He just looks like he's tired or sick or something. He's trying to dig deep. 10 seconds left. Frost about ready to take him down one more time, though, as he's got those legs secured. We're over the top, though.
Drake's going to get beat. Another takedown for Frost. Makes it 11-5. Well, that was the one Iowa was definitely favored in and came up short.
11-5, the final score. Puts Iowa State on top by a score of 6-3. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with unleaded 88. Support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with unleaded 88. Big thank you to Iowa Corn sponsoring this Iowa Corn Cyhawk series throughout the entire year. It's their 14th year of sponsoring that.
That was a big win for Iowa State Cyclones right there. A really big win. Drake just looked good, honestly, getting in, looked good early on, and just got in those scramble situations that he got out-scrambled in. And you just in situations like that, the way I look at it is you need to be more fundamental, more basic-oriented, and not reaching back, trying to grab legs, rolling around. That's just kind of the cool thing to do these days or whatever, More basic fundamentals on your shots to where you're going to have better finishes where you don't have to do that, and they can't scramble with you. And we're just not – just need to get it – like, when's the last time we hit a double leg, A good solid double or head of the outside shot or snatch single or – we're just making things, like Tom said earlier on in, when we were in Tulsa, we're making these points a lot harder than what they need to be. Here comes a match 2 at 141 where Iowa State now is favored in this match. For sure here.
Nasir Bailey for the Hawkeyes, junior number 7 in the country at 4-2. Number 6 ranked Anthony Echemendia, a senior with a 2-1 record. These two have not wrestled before.
Yeah, this one here, Iowa State's definitely favored it. And if we're not smart here, we could let this one get away from us. This is where Nasir Bailey mentally has to, he's a small 41-pounder. Echemendia, a big 41-pounder. Nasir Bailey's got to be in the right mindset right when this whistle blows.
Underway here at 141. Hawkeyes trail 6-3. Losses at heavyweight in 133, winning at 125. Attempt from a ways away by Echemendia. Another attempt. We've seen flashes from Nasir so far this year, Mark, but we'd like to see that consistently for these 7 minutes.
Well, you hit the nail on the head with consistency. And that goes for a lot of our guys in our lineup, is consistency.
.45 gone by here, first period. Echemendia working that underhook on the right side. Clears out of it. So far, all the Cyclones have been looking to get those underhooks in. Slow attempt by Echemendia, but Bailey throws the leg back out of the way. Each guy working a collar tie. Terry Brandt's telling Bailey, get where you need to be, and then you go. You control things, you go. Sweep from a ways away. Bailey gets the leg back, though. Ekumendia really controlling the ties again. Underhook into a collar tie. Double attempt, and there's a stall call.
Yeah. Well, we haven't done anything.
No. I just go back to the previous match.
Yeah. Definitely not working both ways, but we have not done anything in this match to prevent that from happening. You could see that coming. That was warranted, but again, like you said, where was that last
Bailey.
match? I mean, not that it made a difference in the match or anything, but be fair both ways.
35 on the clock, first period. No score at 141 pounds. Iowa State leads Iowa 6-3. Underhook again by Ekumendia, trying to change levels.
20 seconds to go here in the first period.
Now throw the underhook into the crotch lift and gets the takedown. You don't see that very often.
We just got horsed, and that's what I was talking about. We're just not a very big 41-pounder here. Nasir Bailey is not, and he just got absolutely horsed in that situation.
3-0 as they go out of bounds with 1 second left. I mean, normally you throw that underhook and then let go of it and go to the high crotch, but he literally kept the underhook and then just went hand between the leg and just picked him up from that position. One second left. They thought it was the end of the period, but 1 second as they went out of bounds, so they got to restart. Now it's 3-0 as we go to the second. Neutral for Ekumendia.
That surprises me too.
Well, let's go, Nasir. Now the shot just kind of push-pull, cuts off to the double, and takes us down for 3 more. It's just the physicality right there.
Yeah, 2 shots in a row, just physicality, but we're not doing enough to keep that off and keep it away and fend it off. I mean, we're allowing him to get where he wants to get to be able to use that horsepower on us. And that's where Nasir Bailey is just not working hard enough out there to stay in good position and just not allow Ekumendia to get under hooks and do that to us. But now that we're down by 2 takedowns, we're down 6-1 now. Now we're going to see what Nasir Bailey does. And this is what I was talking about, not letting this one get away from us, Stephen. This exact position right here.
Yep.
This is exactly what I was talking about, not letting it get away from us, because this could get really ugly in bonus points for Ekumendia. And we've already been warned for stalling once. We're still stalling. We're down by 2 takedowns. Ekumendia still controlling the ties, underhooking on us.
45 to go. Another shot. That time we get the hips back a little bit. Try to throw the underhook. Now he's got a body lock against us. Clear out of it, over towards the edge. Bailey trying to circle back in. Clears out of that over-under. 20 seconds left. Another shot, another stall call. So that'll make it 7-1. And it will be Bailey's choice when we go to the third period. Down by 6. Got 50 seconds riding time against him. He's going to take top.
See, I mean, I guess feet's not working, so there must be a reason that they picked neutral and we're picking top. I don't know, but it was about the only chance we have in this match. Maybe this is one of the positions, but Ekumendia up to his feet right away.
Trying to bump him back down into that claw ride. Trying to trip him down. Does as they go over towards the edge. Out of bounds, head back to the center. Echemendia just stood up and then just threw his arms out wide.
Yeah,
it was almost like a freestyle parterre.
Just a wide stance and just basically trying to get the stall call. He wasn't trying to get away and get the 1-point escape. He was just standing there trying to not get returned and going for the stall call. Again, he's not trying to get – honestly, if you really want to look at it, you could almost call the bottom guy for stalling in a situation like that. You're not trying to get away.
Couldn't turn him, so now we cut him. So now we're down 8-1. And he's in on another shot, steps over. We've got that whizzer trying to hip in. Now Echemendia comes around, just picks him up and throws him down for the 3. And he's got a leg Turk in, trying to get some near falls.
Bailey not doing anything to get his leg free right now.
11-1. Now I'm sure they're going to say, hey, just cut him and go for another one.
Why wouldn't he? Got all kinds of time. He's taking us down at will.
That's what
they're telling him to cut him.
So
Nasir Bailey has still yet to take a shot this whole match. I mean, he's just backing up, and there's a shot by Bailey right there. He's actually in on a shot right now. Has his hands locked, head down. Not going to be able to finish this, but he actually did take a shot, eating up a little bit of clock time. We're going to go to a stalemate now with 35 seconds left in this match. 11-2. Riding time's not a factor yet. Nasir Bailey can't even get up and get back to the center right now. He's so tired. First step is backwards.
30 on the clock.
We're going to get dinged for stalling again here, too.
Yep. There's another shot by Bailey. But again, gets his head buried underneath.
Not even trying to finish. We just hit the shot. We just literally stay square. We never even tried to square up. I mean, my goodness.
14-2.
That's not good.
Comes out trying to take him down again. No escape was given. Echemendia trying to let him go, but Bailey's just hanging out, and they never gave the escape. So a riding time point will make it 15-2 in favor of Echemendia. Puts Iowa State on top by a score of 10-3 over the Hawkeyes. We will step out for a timeout. The Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series from Hilton Coliseum. When we return, you're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Okay. Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum. 10-3 is the lead for the Cyclones over the Hawkeyes, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. And the Hawks just need to get something. They need to get a little bit of a spark to move things forward here, as not a great match right there for Nasir Bailey whatsoever. And see if Ryder Block can try to pick it up, but he's got a tough one here, Mark, with Paniro Johnson coming through.
He's got the number 2 ranked guy in the country, the number 2 ranked wrestler in the country. So this is another match that Iowa State is heavily favored in for sure. But I tell you what, Ryder Block has looked so good this year, like so good. So I look for this to be an interesting match, and the longer the match goes, probably the more it favors Ryder Block. Which I'm kind of interested about, though, is from what I hear is that Jacob Frost won 2 out of 3 wrestle-off, 2 matches out of 3 with Paniro Johnson. They're wrestling Paniro Johnson. So I don't know what that's all about, but this should be a good, fun, entertaining match because Ryder Block, he likes to wrestle. He likes to get after it and go. But Iowa State again. I mean, they're definitely favored in this match, and things aren't looking good for the Hawkeyes right here. 133 was a tough one. That was a really, really tough one. That was a big win for Iowa State. And then getting the bonus at 141. The thing is about 141, it's not just a bonus, it's not just a loss, but it's the energy.
Yeah.
There's no energy there at all from our guy. None. And it gives all the energy in the world to the Iowa State bench and team and fans and Hilton Coliseum.
Yep.
If you can't compete, don't step on the mat if you're not going to at least try to compete. That's what upsets me, is just that if you're not even going to give yourself a chance to compete, then just don't go out there. You got to at least put yourself in a position to try and win a wrestling match. And Ekamandia, it's not like he's, Mendez or somebody like that.
Right. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll, conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Before we get to our match at 149 pounds, let's step out for 10 seconds for stations along the network to give a legal ID. 10-second legal ID. You're listening to Iowa Wrestling. Ryder Block still pacing around over there, waiting for the TV break to finish up. Update from Iowa City. The Hawkeye women lead at halftime over Fairfield, 41-35. Block.
Ryder Block right now with a great opportunity to try and get this ship turned around a little bit here, and at least get the energy back onto our side. And I'm not sure. 157 is another one that we're definitely not favored in by any means. So, I mean, I know going into 65, 74, 84, those are some matches where we can start getting things going. But if we dig ourselves too deep of a hole, that we might not be able to get out of that hole. And losing 33 that's a big one. This would offset that a little bit, if we could get Ryder Block to win this one.
Yeah, it's basically a 6-point swing right there.
Yeah, that's huge. Which would be nice if we got a 6-point swing here out of Ryder. And Ryder's the type of kid that could possibly do it. This could really put himself on the map big time,
So now they're ready to get things rolling here. Ryder gets the long sleeve taken off. Makes his way out there. Nero Johnson. We've got a highlight video for each guy that they play before they come out of their tunnel as they kill the lights.
Well, let's not give them anything for future highlight videos here in this match. What do you say about that, Ryder Block?
Nero is number 2 in the country, 4-0 record. Still only a junior. Feels like he's been around for a while, but Nero hailing from Erie, Pennsylvania. Same high school as Bob Sanders, Iowa football player. Whistle sounds underway here at 149, the Iowa Corn Cyhawks series. Johnson for the Cyclones, Block for the Hawkeyes. Iowa State on top by a score of 10-3. $11-4 win by Bastida at heavyweight. 4-2 win for Dean Peterson. Ayala was up 3-2 going into the third, gets taken down twice, loses 11-5, and then Nasir Bailey just gets manhandled, loses 15-2. 30 seconds gone by here. At 149.
Ryder Block's the type of kid that really, he puts a lot of pressure on his opponents. And he's kind of long, he's lanky. Pinero's short and stocky. Pinero's got a really good blast double. He's super explosive and strong and athletic. But Ryder Block's just one of those guys that just kind of gives you fits, you know? You could just tell by watching him wrestle. He's still finding his way, young. Waverly Shell Rock prep.
Working a double wrist lock. Johnson pushing our forehead away, though. Double from a non-tie by Ryder. Johnson staying low. And he almost looks like a sprinter in the blocks, ready to explode into that double.
Ryder Block did a really good job not taking the bait. Kept his hands low. Came across. There's a shot again by Pinero from a nice snap by Pinero. Nice job by Ryder trying to move his hands.
Approaching a minute to go. Shot from a ways away by Johnson. We try to reshoot, but Johnson sprawls back out of the way.
1 minute remains, 1 minute.
Collar tie on the right. Now we go to the underhook. Johnson clears the arm out of that. Try throwing it by still, but missed the leg. Trying to get back to that underhook again. Change looking for a low single on the left side. Not there. Collar tie forehead to forehead. 30 seconds to go, first period. Block with a fake. Reshot right there by Pinero, but Ryder able to kick away.
That's what we were saying earlier. Pinero's just dangerous. He's so explosive. You just step in wrong at the wrong time, and he'll get to that leg, and he's quick and explosive at finishing, too. First period is going to come to an end. 0-0 between these two.
Johnson will have his choice. He will defer. Block's going to go down.
Block choose the down position, begin the second period.
Right away, gets set. Works up to his feet, hand control out for the escape.
That was like 2 seconds he was out. Great job by Block. Great job. Now let's get to the attack. Let's get to the legs here, Block.
Trying to get to that underhook again on the right side. Pushing Pinero over to the edge. Pinero just backing straight out of bounds.
Snap. There you go. Good job, Block.
The underhook. Comes back up, that underhook on the right side. Over-under situation now. Stalemate, fresh start, 1:24 to go, second period.
I like this. Block's starting to get more and more energy as we get into this match. That's what I love about Block. He starts to feel it more and more as the match goes on. Shot by Pinero. Block did a good job keeping him away.
Double leg from a non-tie, but Johnson able to get the arms down into an underhook. Ryder clears out of that. Inside of a minute to go, 50 on the clock, second period. Johnson for the Cyclones leads 1-0. Iowa State on top of Iowa, 10-3. A shot from a long ways away by Johnson. Try reshooting, trying to come back, but just couldn't quite find an opening there. .25 to go, second period. Guys had both hands locked fingers, changed levels, swiping at the leg. Now clearing back up. Ryder trying to find that underhook again on the right side, not able to get anywhere with it. And the period will come to an end. Ryder Block trailing 1-0 as we go to the third. Johnson's choice. He's going to go down.
Come on, Block. Ride tough here.
Took him a while to make a decision there. I think he was deciding if he wanted to stay neutral or go underneath. Ryder's saying, hey, let's get going. Let's wrestle here. Pinheiro explodes up to his feet. Block tries to put him back down. Johnson out for the escape. Dives for a shot, but Ryder stays back. So as quick as Ryder got out, Pinheiro got out a second quicker.
I told you, he's so explosive. Incredibly explosive. And then that reshot right there, right off of that escape.
1-1 is our score. 149-pound match.
Crowd getting behind Pinheiro Johnson right now, chanting, let's go State.
.120 to go regulation. Block swipes at the leg, missed. Pinheiro staying low. Shot by Johnson. We down blocked it though. Right hand on the collar, but the left fingers are locked up. Switches off to the left-handed collar tie now. 50 to go regulation, a 1-1 score. Stalemate. You know Pinheiro's just waiting to set something up and explode right here, Mark.
Yeah, this is where he wants the match for sure. Just
Ryder trying to throw that underhook by, but Johnson jumps away.
Just got to get to his legs. Block's trying hard. He's working hard trying to get to the legs of Johnson. But he also has to be really smart and respect Johnson's cat-like quickness and explosiveness and power too. Johnson doing a good job keeping his legs way back. Just got to get him in a front head, really snap him, move him, get him down to the mat, and maybe create some action there.
Take another half attempt, come up into that over-under situation. 10 seconds left.
Looks like we're going to go to OT in this one.
And that is a 1-1 score. 2 more minutes on the clock. Now Pinheiro from a non-tie. Waiting for Block to come across. Drops for that shot. We down block him.
Just need to get our hands to his legs. 2 hands to the leg, and I think we'd be good there. Just have not been able to set anything up against Pinheiro to fire off a good, solid, deep shot. Pinheiro has it against us either, but both guys just really respecting each other's abilities here, probably a little bit too much.
1:20 to go in the sudden victory period. Block, collar tie, pushes Pinheiro to the edge. Underhook. Snaps, backs towards the center. Pinheiro drops for a shot. We try to reshoot, but Johnson sprawls back out of the way. .55 to go in the sudden victory. Neither guy been able to sniff the other's leg. Shot by Block, and Johnson just dives back out of the way. There's a double leg from a non-tie. He was waiting to set it up, gets into a body lock situation. Double overs now for Ryder Block with 30 seconds left. Johnson tries to duck again. We sag the hips both times.
Block did a good job right there, getting those legs back. Heavy, heavy hips, getting the legs back. That goes to a stalemate right there. And that's what we're talking about. Johnson's so explosive. He's looking for that one big move. Block dodged a bullet there. Got his legs back. Heavy, heavy hit. Sag. Got those double unders or double overs. Just need to find a way to get to his legs, which we weren't able to do. So now we're going to go down to the mat.
Head to the tiebreakers. Tied up at 1. Coin flip. Johnson's going to defer. Ryder Block going to go down. See if he can get out just as quick. Neither guy's got a stall call, so you know somebody's dropping to an ankle. Ryder to his feet. Hand control, out for the escape. Johnson tries to come across for a shot. We got out in 3 seconds. Johnson, a couple of half attempts. Now we got both fingers locked. Block over on the edge in front of the Hawkeye corner. 10 seconds left in the 30-second tiebreaker.
Don't shut down here. You got to still circle on the edge, man. You got to circle. You got to wrestle.
4 seconds. Come back to the center.
All we got to do is ride him for 4 seconds.
Well, is he going to go down? Is he going to go neutral?
I don't know. That'd probably be better off doing that, I suppose, yeah.
And Johnson looks over. Britt Metcalf tells him, go neutral.
You're going to go neutral.
So that makes sense if it's a ride-out situation. But now Block has the lead, so the riding time doesn't matter. And so Pinero's really going to come hard. Block on the edge of the mat. Shot attempt right there. Block throws the underhook, gets called for stalling, backing out. 11 seconds left. Here comes an explosion.
Stay in the center, Block. Stay in the center, Block. Stay in the center.
Snap, circles back towards the middle.
Stay in the center, circle.
Duck attempt, and
There you
Ryder
go.
Block
Ryder
is going to knock off the number 2 guy in the country.
Ryder Block knocks off Pinero Johnson, number 2 ranked wrestler in the country, and boy, did the Hawkeyes need that.
Big
no
time.
takedowns in that match, but that's a good win for Ryder Block right there. That's a good win for Ryder Block.
Makes our score 10-6 as we head to the intermission.
Thing is about Ryder Block, thing I like about that, he didn't flex to the crowd. He didn't jump up and down or whatever. He just beat the number 2 ranked guy, and he gets his hand raised, put the number 1 finger up, which still ain't great. You're not number 1, but you know, I like how he just won the match and he went off the mat. That was big, big, big of Ryder Block.
Stop by, see what everyone's talking about at Watermill Kitchen and Bar, voted the 2025 Best New Restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. The Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series, Iowa State on top of the Hawkeyes 10-6 as we have gotten to the intermission. We will have, we believe, an interview with Joe Roberts. He is the president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, farmer from Belmont, Iowa. Wasn't sure if he was going to make it here or not because of the weather, but believe that he has. And so we will hear from him coming up in just a little bit. We will step out, though, and take another timeout. We'll be back with more from Hilton right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum, the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. We are at the intermission. Supposed to have Joe Roberts. He was recognized. Iowa Corn was down on the mat. And supposed to be working his way up here. Let's see if he makes his way up here or not. Iowa Corn This is the 14th year that Iowa Corn has been doing this series, tracking the head-to-head matchups in each sport. You get points for each victory, 2 for every sport except football. Football will garner you 3 points, and right now Iowa State leading by a score of 9-2 with wins in football, volleyball, and men's and women's cross country. Iowa with 2 points thanks to a win by soccer. The next 2 events coming up actually next week. This coming week, nothing, but the following week we have women's basketball on December 10th and then men's basketball coming up on December 11th. Both of those will also be right here inside of Hilton Coliseum. So hopefully we can get some big Hawkeye victories. Speaking of Hawkeye women's basketball, right now, tail end of the third quarter, they are on top by a score of 48-37 over Fairfield. Fairfield was up 22-17 at the end of one, but the Hawkeye women have been working their way through from there to get back on top by 11. As we do have Joe Roberts making his way up here, braved his way through the cold and the snow and everything else that comes our way thanks to a little Thanksgiving weekend late snowstorm. So, Joe, how are you? Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me today.
You made it through. It was a little treacherous. You're coming from Belmont. How far is that from to get here?
Just about an hour north.
About an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, we took us a 2-hour drive, took about 2.5 this morning, so a little bit longer. So, Iowa Corn sponsoring the Cyhawk Series. It's amazing. Talk to us a little bit. You're the president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. What is it about this partnership between the Cyhawk Series and Iowa Corn?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, it's a great opportunity to highlight the student athletes here for Iowa and Iowa State to put in the hard work, the determination. It's no different than the hard work and determination that farmers put in every day in their daily lives. So it's a really great opportunity to showcase what the state of Iowa has to offer here. It's a great partnership. There's a lot of viewers out there that are obviously tuning into this wrestling match today, but not just the wrestling match, but all of the sports throughout the year are going to be highlighted. And it's really great partnership and really great opportunity to showcase what Iowa Corn does.
How about crop-wise? Hopefully, I didn't see any still standing in the fields on my way up here. Hopefully, after yesterday, most of those have been taken out. What are we seeing for yields across the state this year?
I mean, I think we've got some really high yields. We've got a really good crop. We've got to really make sure that we're aware of those market opportunities that are out there. With the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, we're going to work on that, trying to establish new markets, new areas of growth for Iowa corn farmers as well.
What are some of those areas? I know we've talked about some clothing and variety of things, but what are some big things that we're seeing Iowa Corn try to get to create those new markets?
Yeah, I'd say clothing is one of the really big ones, obviously. It'd be great for everybody in this arena here is hopefully going to have a material that's based out of corn here in the future. One of the other things, obviously, is ethanol. It's a really big market. A lot of people are driving here. Being able to pump it up with unleaded 88 is huge. And then actually the opportunity to potentially here in the future have sustainable aviation fuel. So every time you're taking a flight, might be corn powered as well.
Very cool. So take me through that a little more. I know there's efforts to try to get that across the country. I know in Iowa we're seeing a lot of ethanol, save a little bit of money when you go to the pump and pump it up with unleaded 88. What are some of the efforts across the country to try to keep growing that?
Yeah, obviously we want to try to tackle year-round E15. That's something that's out there. I feel like it's a real low-hanging fruit. The ability to have that in every consumer's gas tank year-round around the country is going to be a huge opportunity. And I think one of the really neat things about that, too, is the fact that it's the lower-cost, greener, environmentally friendly fuel option as well. So there's really no reason why you shouldn't be using unleaded 88 in your vehicle right now. Hopefully that your gas station, your fuel provider has that opportunity to be able to use that. But if they don't, maybe reach out to them, see what they can do, why they don't have it, and we can go from there. But, yeah, that's just the partnership, trying to work with other states across the U.S. here to be able to have E15 in every fuel station that you pull up to is going to be a real great opportunity.
Well, it'd be awesome. I know market-wise, prices aren't the greatest. Costs are going up and up and up every time. So it's a struggle out there. I know it's a labor of love for farmers, but just talk about kind of what you're seeing or hearing from farmers across the state on kind of what the conditions are right now.
Yeah, obviously when you look at it, corn prices might not be there, but we want to make sure that we've got those trade opportunities. When we're looking at different markets throughout there, I want to make sure that we try to keep the trade that we have, try to establish some new trade opportunities going forward. whether that be corn, ethanol, or dried distillers grain, or just any products that contain corn. We talk a lot about even the livestock, the animal feed, but also the animal, the red meat exports itself, or that beef, poultry, chicken. You name it, it's going to be really huge to be able to take advantage of some market opportunities like that. Every little bit of corn that gets moved away from or off the farm goes somewhere, and trying to make sure that all those different opportunities are really capitalized on, that we can grow corn demand here going into the future.
Well, we appreciate everything that Iowa Corn has done to help promote this Cyhawk series. You're very neutral today. You got the Iowa Corn hat. You got a polo with corn on it. Do I dare ask, Hawks or Cyclones?
I mean, I think it's a great day for Iowa corn farmers.
There you go.
That's what I'm hoping for. So, great day for both student athletes here.
Very diplomatic answer. So, well, Joe, thanks for making the trek down here and braving the conditions. And let's get a good second half here between these two teams.
Thanks for having me.
And that is Joe Roberts, Iowa Corn Promotion Board President, as Iowa Corn sponsors the Cyhawk Series for the 14th year. We are at the intermission right now. Iowa State leading the Hawkeyes by a score of 10-6. We'll come back with the second half of today's duel right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Back at Hilton Coliseum, about ready for the second half to get underway here of the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. 157 pounds. I believe it will be Jordan Williams, but waiting to see as Tom and Terry making their way out from the Hawkeye Tunnel to see who they decide to go with. It will be either Williams or Victor Voinovich. It looks like it will be Jordan Williams. Junior 2-1 record. Lost to Illinois down in Tulsa, and then did not wrestle again that weekend. Did not wrestle against Pitt last week, but he will get the call here today. Would assume they're going to be throwing Vinny Zerbin out, the senior with a 3-0 record.
Well, we got to be thinking ahead here, Stephen. We got to be thinking about how this duel can play out. This is not a match that we're favored in right now at 157 pounds. Jordan Williams coming out, taking on Zerbin. This is another one that makes me nervous. That could get away from us. Just makes me a little bit nervous. And then we got our big guns coming up, and our big guns are going to have to step up, too. They can't come out here for a Sunday afternoon, like literally a Sunday afternoon stroll win. These big guns, if they want to win this dual meet and they want the Hawkeyes to still own the state of Iowa in the sport of wrestling, then they're going to have to step up. 65, 74, 84, they're going to have to step up big time, score some takedowns, because that's what criteria might come down to if this comes down to criteria. There's most takedowns possibly, because most likely nobody's going to have a fall because we just don't see many pins anymore. But, boy, a pin would go a long ways for either team, but especially the Hawkeyes right now. But we just don't get pins. We don't get pins. This would be a great time to be able to get a pin. So we're going to need some takedowns possibly if it comes down to criteria. And we can't let this match get away from us. A win here would be enormous.
Shot by Williams, head to the inside, steps over the ankle right away. Zerbin throwing that whizzer in, trying to hip into us. We try to get down to that ankle. Zerbin trying to trick that knee. So we look to limp arm. Slips a little bit. Now elevates up. Zerbin actually comes around with a side headlock. So we were standing between his legs. Got him elevated. Now Zerbin trying to do something with this side headlock right there. Now we clear out of that. We gave a shot. Let's not stop there.
Yeah, took a shot first period. We don't have a takedown in the first period yet.
No.
In any match.
We've only got 2 takedowns on the day.
In 5 matches, only 2 takedowns.
Another shot by Williams. Gets down to that same ankle.
These
same
were
whizzer.
attempts in here. We're getting in deep. That's 2 shots in a row that we're in deep. Just can't do anything with it. Zerbin doing a good job of whizzering hard here.
Now we were able to get up a little higher.
Nice
back the
spin,
other
back
way.
trip. Zerbin all the way around behind us, behind our arms. Looks like he's going to possibly maybe score here. Zerbin ranked 3rd in the country. Jordan Williams ranked 12th.
You can almost see Zerbin wanting to.
There's a shot by Zerbin right there. Double from a non-tie. He's in deep on us here, trying to reach across to that far hip.
Throwing that whizzer in is Williams. Basically the exact same spot, just flipped around. Now he steps all the way across, and we try to roll him through, come out on top, but he lost control of it and rolls away. No points scored.
Wow, there's some good wrestling, good scrambling right there. So one thing that Jordan Williams does he has 1 pin on the year. His first match out at Carver Hawkeye Arena from I think it was an inside trip or outside trip,
inside
one
trip,
or two.
yeah.
He's got some stuff there that he can use when the time comes. And he's been doing a good job getting on the shots, getting on the legs, just has not been able to capitalize on it yet. Just need to keep on attacking. We haven't seen Williams in the lineup since that first or second match in Tulsa.
Stalemate as they go out of bounds with 45 seconds left in the first. No score. 157 pounds. Iowa State leads Iowa 10-6. Shuck into a low single attempt by Williams, but couldn't get to the leg.
Going back to Ryder Block. No takedowns in that match by either wrestler, but Ryder Block with a big, big win at a prime opportunity right there for him to do something big, and he took advantage of it. That was humongous to offset that 133-pound loss from the Hawks.
First period will come to an end scoreless between Williams and Zerbin. Don't let high energy bills pin you down. Wrestle your way to savings with Mid-American Energy and discover more ways to stay warm while using less energy. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. Zerbin starts down to begin the second period. Comes around to the right side as Zerbin tripods up. Trying to trip him back down, hooking that near ankle. Gets him back to a knee. Trying to lever the triceps. Zerbin going back, throwing that whizzer in. And comes out front. Still has that seat belt, still getting riding time. There he tries doing a 360 and gets out for the escape. So 21 seconds towards riding time for Williams. Zerbin leads by a score of 1-0.
See if we can get back to the leg. There's Zerbin on an ankle. We never even moved our foot that time. Didn't even react at all. It shows a little bit of fatigue maybe setting in with Williams right there. He's doing the splits right now. Zerbin doing a good job dropping down to the ankle. Then now he's shelving it, coming up to his feet. He's whizzing here, trying to kick out, and he can't. And then Zerbin gets a takedown. 3-4-0 now in favor of Zerbin. And now Williams is trying to crawl out of bounds, and he does. Go back to the center. This is where Williams has to get tough mentally. This is where we can't have what happened against Illinois in the duels happen here. We just cannot have that happen.
Minute to go, second period. 4-0 is the lead for Zerbin.
We need an escape here, and then we need to get back into our shot, get ourselves back into this.
Sits back. Trying to throw a leg in is Zerbin. We catch it, but he still gets it snuck in there. Now we're just hanging on to the leg, allowing him to go cross body. Just kind of holding position. Both guys are here.
Yeah, we're stalling on the bottom.
Now he's got
right
a wing in on us as we were just holding that.
Yeah, we're just holding that. We were not in a position to try and do anything there off the bottom.
Clears that wing out, works up to his base. Tripod to his feet, catches that leg as they come to their feet. Hips into him and gets the 2-point reversal.
Wow.
That's big.
It's huge. If we could ride him out here, that'd be enormous.
Zerman tried hitting a roll. We look to throw a half. Now go to the
nice job, Jordan Williams. Good job.
So it will be.
He does ride him out. Big, big, big reversal by Williams right there. He's just kind of funky, dangerous in all positions.
He's going to go down to begin this third period. Zerman up to 15 seconds towards his riding time after that was brought down a little bit. After that late reversal and ride out. Caution on
Zerban.
Zerban starting early. Williams gets reset. Zerban covers.
Williams up to a tripod here.
Trying to get that hand control. Zerban reached across to that far body or far leg. We'll get back up. Kind of that same situation. Zerban trying to go inside trip. Looks to throw us to our back.
He just threw us to our back big time.
Got a 3 count out of it. And now he's got the legs in. Got us flattened out. Williams did that, got the reversal, but Zerban hit it that time. He felt it coming.
Well, he had a little bit better. We were a little bit further out of position right there, reaching way around and overhooking, and now he's got us on our back again here, possibly. He's going to get more near fall points.
Not counting it yet. I'm not sure why not. I really don't know why they're not counting that. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I don't know. I guess he's saying he's still perpendicular, hasn't got past the 45. Zerban's got both those legs, readjusts them, goes all the way through, and we roll all the way, get that leg.
Now, do we try to hang on to this and get a reversal here, or should we just come up and get our 1, Jordan Williams? We're going to get our 1.
That'll make it 7-3.
And he has
against him 8-3. So a takedown would get them a major. Both guys just kind of hanging. There's a misdirection attempt and a reshot by Zerban, but we square back up with him. Duck attempt by Williams, reshot by Zerban as they go out of bounds. He kept a toe in. Williams gave up thinking they were out of bounds.
Yeah, completely gave up.
Gave up right at the edge.
Gave up right there. Now we got to get out within 15 seconds. It's kind of like the heavyweight match. Literally just stopped wrestling 100%.
Gets set. Zerban covers. Throws a leg in. We work up to our feet, reaching back, trying to peel that out. Zerban drops us back down to the mat. Zerban sticking his tongue out, nodding his head. He gets the 11-3 major decision. Puts the Cyclones on top by a score of 14-6 now. As the official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, U.S. Cellular reminds you that on game days, your hands are for cheering, not texting, because game days are built for the Hawkeyes. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Zerban runs over, jumps into Carr's arms.
Well, this is where things got to get turned around, and this is what I talk about. You need bonus points. You need big dogs to step up. This is where we have to step up. I was afraid of that one getting away from us, just like 41. We gave up bonus points at both, and you can't have it. You can't have guys quitting. You cannot quit. There's more on the line than just your personal match.
Right. 165 pounds, Mikey Caliendo for the Hawkeyes. Most likely going to be taking on Connor Uton, junior with a 4-0 record. 12-7 was the score last year.
I wonder if Tom and Terry tell these guys that, hey, you know what? This is where we need you big here. You know, we need your bonus. Like, think of bonus and talk about bonus before they even step on the mat. Or do they just kind of expect them to know the situation or just worry about themselves. You know, I mean, it kind of depends on the individual. I mean, I know that if you would have told Tom and Terry Brands in situations like this, when they were wrestling, they wanted a bonus, they'd be like, okay, coach, you know, we're going to go out and get some bonus, which they did anyway. They didn't need to really coach tell them, but that would just give them a little bit more fuel on the fire. And I just hopefully we can start with some bonus right here out of Caliendo. Like pins, can we pin? A pin would be huge.
Go a long ways. Utah Junior out of Westerville, Ohio. I think this was another one we were wrestling well to begin with, and then Utah got a late takedown on us and made it a closer match. Mikey's been struggling a little bit this year, too, getting his offense finished. He's still been aggressive, but he just hasn't been able to set it up as well. And snap by Utah. We would throw the unhooked by on the reshot and grab both ankles for 3.
Good job, Caliendo. There's a first period takedown. That's the first one of this duel so far.
3-0, 37 seconds gone by.
Third takedown of the duel.
Don into a sit out. Bumping back to his base. He works up to his feet. We catch the arm.
Almost got some near falls there. Almost got some near falls.
Utah to his feet. Hand control escape. Mikey just lets him out. 3-1. So approach a minute gone by here in this first period. Caliendo, low shot attempt. Grabbed the leg momentarily, but Utah able to pull back out of it. Another shot attempt. There's a stall call on Utah as we get to that snatch, trying to elevate it. Gets it up under the armpit. Elevates it even higher over towards the edge. Trips him down. Nice. Finishes for 3.
That's textbook finish right there by Caliendo. Great shot, great finish.
On the edge, lets him out for the escape. He kind of looked over to the clock after he got that to kind of see where he was at.
I got plenty of time.
Oh yeah,
for
I got
another one
time.
Here.
Minute 10 to go here in the first period. Caliendo 24 seconds towards his riding time, leading 6-2. Hawks down 14-6 in the team score. Caliendo doing a good job moving a little lateral at the same time. I think that's where he struggled a little bit, Mark, was
Not the
been setting
duels.
stuff up, but he was coming straight at, and he's been doing a lot more moving back and forth here.
Well, we got 35 seconds here to go. We got to get another one here in this period. That's big to get another one this period, Caliendo.
Takes a high crotch attempt, long ways away. Comes up with the 2-on-1, though. Clears out of that. 20 seconds left. Kind of drag.
How about another stall call?
Yeah. Ten seconds left in the first.
Jeez, we had over a minute and we couldn't get another takedown. But, hey, 2's better than none.
6-2 as we go to the second period. University of Iowa Healthcare here for you, no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine, changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org for more information. Utah starts down to begin period number 2. Trying to sit back into Caliendo. Mikey riding around on the left side. That claw ride, trying to get to that 2-on-1 underneath. Utah hand control, escape. 6-3. Caliendo reaches for that shot, missed. Utah tries to reshoot. We try to reshoot. He tries to reshoot. We come underhook, and then they scramble back out of it.
That's what we got to do. We got to keep getting into some good spar situations here, where we have to, both guys are wrestling, because I know we'll come out on top if we out-wrestle, but we just cannot keep standing around. At the bare minimum, we need a major in this match, Stephen. We got to really make use of this second period here. pull the trigger, Caliendo. Pull the trigger. I mean, he's shown that once he gets to the legs, it's easy for him after that. Just got to put more effort into pulling that trigger.
Shot ways away by Utah. Double attempt from a non-tie. We try to throw it back. Touched the leg momentarily. .45 to go, second period. 6-3 is the lead for Caliendo. Riding time not a factor.
Steven, I'm starting to get nervous right now. I mean,
too.
we have to have bonus.
Yeah.
And I don't. We're just two takedowns in the first period, not even nothing to sniff at here in the second period.
20 seconds left. There's a reshot by Mikey trying to get that double leg and takes him down for the three.
Thank goodness. But that's the thing, though, is we're just hitting reshots. They're all reshots. How about we pull our own trigger? They're all reaction shots.
9-3 as we go to the third.
What if that guy doesn't shoot?
Yep.
Then what?
Caliendo start down.
So we're going to need another takedown this third period for sure. At least to get our major.
To his feet. Anton tries to trip us down. We get a little hip heist, get out. 10-3. Riding time not a factor. 1:45 on the clock. Caliendo.
There's a sweep right there. Nice shot by Caliendo. That time he didn't waste any time. Good job. He's got it up on his leg. He's got it shelved. He's trying to finish here. Runs around. Another three-point takedown. Go again. Go again. Get another one. Tom and Morris started telling him to get another one. There you go.
Bench over there saying the same thing. 13-4. .44 seconds towards riding time now. Tries the boot scoot, gets another stall call, so that should be a point. That'll make it 14-4. Shot by Utah. We almost whip him over, and then he bails out, and we get another three. Get another one. Get one more. Let's go.
Tom, get back to your zone.
17-5. 55 seconds left.
Oh.
Tries to slide by right on the edge. It's that duck double. Takes him down for the three and the tech fall.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We needed that right there. We needed that. Good job, Caliendo.
20-5 the final score. Brings the Hawkeyes back to within three. 14-11 is our score. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids. Iowa Style Apparel offers the latest looks for a variety of local sports teams, including an expansive wrestling section. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids or shop online at iowastyleapparel.com. We'll step out for another break. We'll be back with more of the Iowa Corn Cyhawk series from Hilton. You're listening to it. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hey fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fans section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series 2025 edition. Right now, 3 matches to go. Iowa State leads Iowa by a score of 14-11. Update from Carver Hawkeye Arena with about 3 minutes to go in the game. The Iowa women on top of Fairfield by a score of 76-63. So a little bit of a slow start for the Hawks, but Coach Jan Jensen and company starting to pull away on that one. Men open up Big Ten play this week, Mark. They go up to East Lansing to take on Michigan State. That'll be a good test for new head coach Ben McCollum. Michigan State's been looking good so far this year. You had a chance to watch any men's basketball yet? I know you're not a huge basketball guy, but...
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it. I haven't had a chance to watch football. I had to work all day Friday. I just followed it on my phone a little bit. It's a big win for the Iowa football team over Nebraska, as it always is, having the neighboring state there, kind of a big old rivalry. But no, I don't really get into watching anything. Really, I don't have time for any of that until after Christmas is over and after hunting season's over, and then sit around maybe have a little bit more time to watch stuff like that. So, be interesting to see how the new coaching staff plays a toll this year and works out.
I have been excited watching it. It's been a challenge because, I mean, obviously I'm doing a lot more attention to wrestling, but, you know, you follow. But with so much turnover with Coach McCollum coming in, it's like, I can't remember who that guy is. Like, it takes a while to kind of remember that. But it's been exciting, the little bit that I've seen and just kind of following the results that, you know, they're doing a lot of really good things. So looking forward to a very exciting winter sports season. We've got the Frost Brothers doing a tortilla slap challenge. Kind of interesting. Patrick Kennedy.
We got Patrick Kennedy coming up now. Be interesting to see what bowl the Hawkeyes go to, too.
Yeah, we won't find out till next Sunday. We've had a couple of different thoughts or suggestions. I think the one that I might have seen the most was maybe down to Nashville again for the Music City Bowl.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've seen as well, too.
But you and I have zero knowledge.
Iowa State won yesterday.
Yep.
Over, who did they play yesterday?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, yeah, which I was shocked. Oklahoma State just got a new coach, but there's just, I think there'll be more. I was telling Hannah yesterday, I think there'll be more people at the Okie State-Iowa wrestling meet than there was the football game yesterday.
Well, Okie State finished 1-11.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought they used to have a really good football program.
They had, yeah. They just
beautiful stadium, too.
Yep.
I mean, you can always see it out of Iba Gallagher Arena up in the wrestling room windows. You look out the windows, you can see the football stadium out there. Really beautiful stadium. So Iowa State will find out what bowl game they go to as well. And Iowa, I think they ended up with the same records this year.
Yeah, both of them ended up 8-4. So Kennedy out.
Come on,
gets
Patrick.
the sweatshirt off. He's taking on MJ Gaitan. This one last year, 14-13. But if you remember, Patrick got put to his back, was down 7-0, and then had to chip away and fight back. Gaetana Jr. with a 4-0 record.
Well, Patrick has to make this a wrestling match, and I don't worry about Patrick not doing that. Patrick knows what's at stake. He knows he has to make this a wrestling match, 7 minutes, and just physically and mentally just absolutely destroy and break this guy and get his bonus. Come on, Patrick Kennedy. Strap your wrestling shoes on and let's go to work.
Gaitan out of California.
Yeah, two completely different types of personalities here with Patrick Kennedy and this Gaitan.
Whistle sounds underway here. 14-11, the Cyclones with the lead. 3 matches to go. Patrick trying to slip through for a shot there. Almost gets pancaked, rolls him all the way over. No points scored. He's coming out. He's coming after it, Mark. You talk about, I don't know whether Tom or Terry said it. There's a stall call, Gaitan going out of bounds. I don't know if Tom and Terry had to tell Patrick, but he's coming to put points on the scoreboard here in this match.
Good. And I hope Gaitan just comes out and tries wrestling him, too, because it ain't going to work out good for him. Nice snap right there by Patrick.
Gets that collar tie in again. Underhook now on the left side.
Patrick really controlling that underhook big here. Snaps.
Front headlock.
Trying to get around behind here. Patrick's really been putting a lot of effort into this front headlock situation. Scoring from here, wrestling from here, working from here. There it goes, drops into the single. Great job by Patrick right there. Steps over.
Through. Oh, Wizard's still thrown in, so nothing on on the edge.
You stay down on the ankles there.
Gets
there
that far one. No takedown yet. There is the 3 takedown for Patrick Kennedy.
Nice job, Patrick. Great job hanging on with his fingertips on that ankle right there. Fantastic job. That 3 was huge.
Now he comes around right side, tries levering the triceps. Gaitan rolls through, actually grabs our leg, but Patrick gets the hips back, comes out, gives up the escape. 3-1, 1:45 to go, first period.
Patrick needs to keep working those snaps, front headlocks, go behinds, singles, doubles.
And he snaps him into the front headlock.
Keep snapping there. Keep working that. Don't let him out of there.
Heavy snap again.
Good job by Patrick with his hands.
Sweep attempt.
Hey, where's our stall call? Anybody?
Got one already.
Yeah, when he stepped out of bounds, but not in the center of the mat like ours were. There you go. Nice job, Patrick.
Gaitan draped up over the back now. Patrick's not through the middle. Trying to cut off. Now he's head to the outside. Gaitan reaching back, grabbing our leg. Patrick trying to post and elevate it again. Gaitan locked through our crotch, though. Now he tries rolling us all the way through, looking to stack us up. Neutral danger. It's got us caught there with his legs. He gets the takedown. Patrick gets out for the escape, so we're tied up at 4.
40 seconds go here in the first period.
That's where this Gaitan's dangerous. He gets some funky
you know
stuff.
what? I don't care. We can wrestle all around, Funko, whatever you want to do. Just keep wrestling. Keep wrestling. He is not going to hang with Pat. He's going to be like putty in Patrick's hands comes third period if we can continue to keep wrestling like this and making him keep wrestling us.
Underhook left side for Patrick. He actually got double.
When is the referee going to look at calling him for stalling in the middle for not doing anything?
Patrick still working that underhook. Now clears out of it. Final seconds tick away here, first period. It will be a 4-4 score.
Hey, that wasn't a bad first period. Iowa State crowd loves this. Iowa State crowd loves it.
Gaitan will choose down to begin the second.
We're all tied at 4 at 174.
Gaitan set. Patrick waiting. Now he covers. Gaitan into a sit out. Tries sucking him back. Stays in that front headlock situation. Gives the escape. Gaitan up 5-4. Patrick goes underhook. Trying to throw it by. Turns him back towards the center as he does. Terry's wanting a stall call. There's a shot by Patrick Single. Cuts off to a double. Now he's trapped underneath, trying to get that head posted. Heavy hips by Gaitan. Patrick keeping those hands locked. Gaitan trying to dive over, grabbing our ankle. Now Patrick sucks him up, gets him draped up over the back. Gaitan trying to pinch our head, looking to pop through. Now he tries to dive over and gets the takedown.
Patrick needs to stick with short offense, front headlocks. Just go behinds all day long. Just go behinds. Don't even go to the legs. Don't even feed it to him. Just go with the go behinds all day long. Up to your feet, Patrick. Up to your feet. Up to your feet. Up to your feet. Up to your feet. Don't let him hang out on the edge. Stall warning on Patrick.
Because he stepped onto the hardwood. He's trying to get out, and he steps on the hardwood. And so they call him for stalling. Unbelievable. 8-4, Patrick trails. A minute to go here, second period. Patrick into a sit out. Scoots the hips. Gaitan sucks him back, but we scoot the hips away, get the escape. 8-5, 50 seconds to go, second period. Patrick trying to find those collar ties, getting that hand position. Looking for that underhook. He's trying to work a 2-on-1.
Come on, Patrick. Snaps. Come on, buddy. Get him down on the mat. Snaps.
Will be Patrick's choice in the third period.
When are they going to look at calling him for stalling? I mean, yeah, he has 2 takedowns, but off of our shots and scramble situations. He hasn't done anything offensively on the feet. Nothing.
Underhook by Patrick. 8-5 as we go to the third. Iowa State fans to their feet. Patrick's choice. He'll start down.
Derek St. John telling Gatens he can't let Patrick underhook him. Stay out of the underhooks.
Patrick gets to his feet momentarily and out for the escape. So 8-6. Riding time not a factor.
Well, you know Gaetan's not going to do anything.
No.
We got to really use a lot of pressure here, snaps, but I just wish the referee would call it both ways.
Patrick dives for the ankle, but Gaetan steps out of it.
Snaps, Patrick.
Trying to get to that underhook, but Gaetan clears out of it. Minute 15 to go. Patrick down 8-6. Hits a shot. There is the stall call, so that'll make it 8-7. He's caught in a front headlock, though. Tries rolling us through, and Patrick comes around with seatbelt. He tries hipping back into us. Whizzer thrown in. Now they come back out and square up. Minute to go in regulation. 8-7. Patrick Kennedy trails, throws the underhook by. Can't get all the way there. Keeps that underhook on the right side. Now snaps, looking for the ankle. Hawk fans want another stall call here. .35 seconds to go. Let's go, Patrick. Now gets to an over-under body lock situation for Gaetan. Patrick's not comfortable there.
That's definitely where Gaetan wants to be. Definitely where he wants to be.
If anything, this is just eating a lot of clock right now. Stalemate it with 18 to go.
All right, Patrick, you're going to have to muster something up here.
Snap, gets to the leg, missed it. Coming back across, underhook.
Throw it by to an ankle pick. Throw it, there you go. Use it here, use it.
Trying to, pushes him to the edge, out of bounds.
Stall
call to tie it up.
Yes, yes!
Makes it 8-8. And we will go to sudden victory. Chorus of boos from this Hilton crowd.
Hey, it was for sure the right call. There's no ifs and buts about that. Now let's do it again. Let's get on an underhook. This time snap him down to the mat. Take him down to the mat.
Duck attempt by Gaetan. Comes up into that body lock situation. Patrick snaps him as they go to the edge into that short offense. Front headlock right on the edge. Gaetan keeping those legs back. Patrick pushes him out of bounds. Head back to the center. 1:41 to go in the 2-minute sudden victory.
Gaetan looking tired. We got to stay on his head, Steven. Stay on his head. Keep snap all the way down the mat. Underhook, throw it by to a double or something here. Don't let him get over-under on us.
Gaetan trying to circle. Patrick pushing him around the mat. Trying to create an opening. Throws it to the ankle.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Whizzer in. Gaetan hipping into us. We bump to our butt. We're able to hustle, though. Rolling through. Gaetan almost catches us in that neutral danger again. Patrick, though, sits to his butt. Trying to clear that leg out. And they're going to stop it for potentially dangerous with 1:03 in the sudden victory.
When are they going to look at calling Gaetan for stalling again? He hasn't done anything. He has never made a single attempt in an entire match on the feet.
Patrick goes double unders.
Be smart here. Do not get thrown here. Do not get thrown here. Up to your feet. Up to your feet. Circle.
Over under, but he clears out of it.
Snap. Snap. Snap.
40 seconds left in the sudden victory. Both guys looking a little winded out there. They've been wrestling hard this match. Patrick with the snap, clears the tie. Comes back to that collar tie with 20 seconds left in the sudden victory period. Patrick underhook, trying to snap into that front headlock. 10 seconds left. Gaitan tries a little pass-by attempt. And we'll head to the tiebreakers, tied up at 8. 14-11, Iowa State leads. Patrick defers his choice. So Gaitan.
They got to decide here. They're going to go down.
Let's get a ride, Patrick. 30 seconds. Each guy does have stalling, so Patrick can't just drop to an ankle and hold on. Gaitan to his feet. Trying to roll, gets into a sit-out. Patrick staying behind the arms. Now Patrick trying to suck him back. Almost got some near falls. Gaitan has our head. We give up the 1, not the 2.
Get a takedown here, Patrick. Get a takedown. Snap. Get a takedown.
Double overs right there by Gaitan as we have double unders. Again, just chasing him all over this mat. So Patrick will have to go underneath. He'll have to get out within 12 seconds. He's going down.
Give him some air. Throw the break to give him some air.
What are they challenging?
Locked hands. They're going to say locked hands. This is an air call. This is an air call.
How can they challenge that 45 seconds?
This is an air call. Give him some air.
I mean, he was out in 12 seconds. They wrestled another 20 seconds.
This is an air call. Give him some freaking airs. All this is give him some air so we can ride him past 12 seconds. That's all this is right now.
Main Street Sweets been a hometown favorite in downtown West Branch for over 15 years, offering great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more, along with many awesome ice cream treats. Order online, call ahead, or stop in to visit. Main Street Sweets, owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, on the web at mainstreetsweetswb.com. 14-11, Iowa State leads. As of now, 9-8, Gaitan with the lead, heading to the second 30-second tiebreaker period as they are challenging, looking for a locked hands call. So no locked hands.
The challenge was not in the conference match, therefore Iowa State loses the challenge.
Dresser and Metcalf still arguing. So Patrick goes underneath. He's got to get out in less than 12 seconds to get the riding time advantage, or get an escape and get a takedown.
Patrick's had a hard time getting out.
Almost gets tilted right there. Got a 1 count against him. Almost gets another 1 count.
He threw that leg in.
Now he turns into him. Still
That's
no
it.
near falls. Riding time into Gaitan's advantage. Patrick reaching up to the head, almost gets sucked back, gives up 2 count.
He gave up 2 near fall.
I mean, at that point, Patrick's just trying to go for broke. He's got to get something big. Big win for Gaitan, though. Puts Iowa State on top by a score of 17-11.
That's an enormous, enormous win right there for Iowa State. That is huge. Let's see what Angelo Ferrari can do here. He's going to need to do something big.
Did they give near falls at the end there? And they had to have, didn't they? I don't think it's going to matter, but... Well, it comes down to the last 2 matches, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. 184 pounds. Angelo Ferrari for the Hawkeyes, taking on number 10, Isaac Dean. Senior with a 4-0 record. I believe he transferred in from Ryder. Hawkeyes have won 20 straight in this series, and that streak is in jeopardy right now.
Well, Angelo Ferrari, Isaac Dean. Can Angelo Ferrari pin? Because we're going to need one here.
Hope so.
And we're going to need a win out of Dean, too. We just flat out, we need a pin here.
Yeah. I mean, technically one major and one decision in the last two matches. Because even with the pin, you got to get a win in that last match. So a major would still give you a 1-point victory if you get the win.
Well, that was enormous win for Iowa State right there.
Ferrari, known for great defense, not known for lighting the scoreboard up a lot. Coming across with the underhook. Dean, number 10 in the country. So frustrating too, Mark, for Patrick, because he was the aggressor, just got caught in a couple of weird positions that you got to figure out how to continue to wrestle through some of those.
Yeah, he got caught. I don't know if Gayton took a shot the entire match. Not one single shot the entire match. But that tells you Patrick Kennedy has to get better at his finishes against guys that roll you through in the crotch like that and create scramble situations. You know, not single legs. You know, no head of the outside singles. Snaps, go behinds, doubles, snatch singles, coming up with the leg, not getting caught down on your knees, head of the outside shots. You got to make those adjustments. But at the same time, throughout that match, probably a little bit more effort towards scoring and regulation. You know, getting him down to the mat, just grind him down. And I don't know, there's a lot of things you could do or say and go back, but
woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's Ferrari with the shot, trying to cut off to the double. Wizard attempt by Dean. Now he's trying to spin around. Now he comes out with Ferrari's leg. Ferrari, though, trying to clear out of that, see if he can get that Merkel position. Now they stand up. No points scored right there.
I like seeing that shot by Ferrari.
A minute to go, first period. No score at 184. Hawks down 17-11, 2 matches to go. Right, hand up on the collar for Ferrari. 35 on the clock. Wrestling down on his knee, coming across now. Takes that shot again, gets a stall called.
How could he get a stall call? And Patrick couldn't.
I know.
In the center. How? But we just
Ferrari
got done
cutting
saying.
off to a double, drives through. Still no points yet. This Dean showing great hips. Comes out into a front headlock.
Yeah, off. Really, really good defense right there by Isaac Dean. But how could
Ferrari thinking he had a takedown there.
How could
Tom says, don't worry about it. You just keep wrestling. Now he's got blood.
Dean not take a shot the entire match, and Patrick gets, like, no stall calls. Crazy.
Tom.
And then we get that one that fast. Basically, Ferrari took one shot. And we'll take it. I mean, for sure take it. We're not going to give it back, but
Tom.
What are we going to review here? I don't know where we
Ferrari
had a takedown at.
Ferrari wanted a review, and Tom's like, I'm not going to throw it. But Tom also came out and said, hey, you gave it just a random challenge for them. Can you return the favor here? And Titus Godbolt said, okay, I'll look at it. He's already putting his glasses away, so real quick.
Yeah, I don't see where that was a takedown.
Didn't even announce anything, so I'm not sure what they were doing. So final 10 seconds here of this first period. It will be scoreless. Dean's choice. He'll start down. He gets set. Ferrari covers. And go to that claw ride. Dean to a knee, trying to work up to his feet. Ferrari, a lot of pressure on that right side. Gets the escape, though. So Dean leads 1-0. Ferrari clears out of a tie, stands straight up and down. Circles halfway around, now coming back across to tie things up. For an underhook. Not there. Now Dean clears out of his collar tie. Both guys back down to a knee. One minute to go. Ferrari, another shot, missed. Almost a reshot attempt there by Dean. He's doing a lot going to that. I mean, he's basically putting his body underneath of Dean, going to the far leg.
Putting himself in a little bit of danger. But Dean still hasn't done anything.
Dean leads 1-0, thanks to an escape to start the second period. Another shot. Missed momentarily, readjusts,
See how he
elevates
came up
with
in the air with it, though, and he got off to the side, came up in the air with it.
Heavy hips by Dean. We take another shot, go off the edge, out of bounds, head back to the center. Both these guys, good defense.
Yeah, this Dean's got some really good defense. Doing a great job. Getting his legs back, heavy hips.
Right-handed collar by Dean. Final seconds tick away. It will be a 1-0 lead for the Cyclone as we go to the third. Ferrari's choice. He'll start down. Iowa State 17-11 in the team score.
All right, Ferrari, see what you can do. See what you can make happen here in the third period. Not look good for a major.
Gets to his feet. Hand control, escape. So we're tied up at one apiece. See who can score. Riding time not a factor, 1:25 on the clock. Ferrari changed levels. Dean just kept that leg out of the way. Now he's coming across underhook, gets another stall call. That'll give him the lead 2-1.
Just about ready to ask when that was going to come.
Iowa State not happy by that.
Well, I don't know how they couldn't be. That was very, very warranted. The guy is literally just standing in the same spot this entire match. And then now Ferrari's not going to really probably be very offensive. He's winning on the stall call right now, 2-1.
35 seconds to go.
There's no sense of putting yourself in danger when you're up 2-1 against a guy that won't shoot.
Misdirection attempt back the other way by Dean.
With 30 seconds to go, of course.
Into a front headlock. Now we're trying to get around to the leg. Drop down to that ankle. Dean dives over top of us, grabs our ankle. We cut off to a double leg, and they're going to stop it for potentially dangerous. And Ferrari's like, what? Terry's wanting a technical violation, saying he was trying to
take his
pull that to the outside. 10 seconds left. There's an attempt by Dean, jumps over, and Ferrari takes him down to his back right away. No control on it, so no points. And he will win by a score of 2-1. And we will head.
Not happy about something. I don't know what, but.
We will head to the final match of the 2025 Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. And it'll come down to that. Iowa needs a win by Mo and Dean. We will have that when we return. You are listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn can even fuel your drive to watch the Hawkeyes play when you choose Unleaded 88. It's a fuel that's cheaper, cleaner, and greener. Plus, it's homegrown, making Unleaded 88 the clear choice at the pump and totally worth the hype. So as you head to cheer on the Hawkeyes this season, don't just fuel up. Pump it up with Unleaded 88. Find Unleaded 88 at a station near you. Go to iowacorn.org/88.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum. Iowa State heading into the final match on top by a score of 17-14. Mo Dean, number 4 in the country, going to be most likely taking on number 2, Rocky Elam, a senior with a 3-0 record. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88 and support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Thank you again to Joe Roberts, president of the Iowa Corn Promotion Board, for joining us at the intermission, talking about some of the things they've got going on with the corn producers in the state.
So, provided we win this match and it's a tie, and it comes down to criteria, the split's
5-5, and then you go to
pins
or tech falls, which we would have one.
Yeah, we would have a tech fall.
And then it goes to, I think, total match points, which we're behind. I texted Sam. He said they did not give any near falls. They have track saying it's 9-8 in favor of the for the loss for Patrick Kennedy. So that means that right now Iowa State leads 56-50 in total match points.
Well, as long as we have the tech fall, though, right?
But if we have the tech fall, I believe that takes care of it.
Well,
just got to get the win to begin with.
Yeah, this is a big match right here, all on the line. All on the line. And Dean, he keeps finding himself in this position. And he's taken on a veteran in Division I wrestling, transfer portal in from Missouri, and Rocky Elam, the number 2 ranked 197-pounder in the country. Rocky Elam coming into this match is 3-0 on the season. Mo Dean is 6-0 on the season. Rocky Elam ranked number 2, we're ranked number 4.
about we get Mo to just get that little over-under pancake and walk out of here, no questions. Easier said than done, I realize.
Well, it comes down to this here. And the Hilton Coliseum crowd here has never watched Rocky Elam wrestle in Hilton Coliseum before. This is his first time ever wrestling in Hilton Coliseum.
Coming out fittingly to the Rocky theme. Taking his time, making his way out from the tunnel. He's long and slender. I mean, he almost looks like he could be an 84-pounder.
I don't remember him being that long and slender.
Get the okay from the head table. He gets the ankle bands to put on. Mo with the toe on the line, waiting for Elam. They shake hands, get underway here. So yeah, we're right. Number of victories, combined total of falls, forfeits, and DQs, and then total match points.
Yeah, but Tech Falls aren't in. Tech Falls are majors.
Forfeits, so then it would come to match points.
It would come to match points. And right now, depending on how this outcomes, most likely we would lose on match points.
Got to win by 6 points or more.
So
let's just just deck him and get out of here. 45 gone by, no score here at 197. Hawks down 17-14. Shot attempt by Elam, but Dean does a good job keeping those hips back.
It's just so weird. This guy's, what is this, the 6th year in school? 7th maybe?
Yeah.
And he finds himself wrestling at a new school for the first time, like in this situation. Like he's never wrestled in this building before. And then you got Dean too. He's in his, probably his 5th year of wrestling, 4th, 5th year of wrestling, and he's never even wrestled Division I before,
Trying to snap into a front headlock, but Elam clears out of it. And Dean double leg from a long ways away, but Elam sprawls back. 1:20 to go, first period, no score, 197. Shot by Elam, one hand to the leg. Now he switches off the other way. Mo was trying to hip in, and Elam showed some good strength right there, Mark, and is able to reach over and grab that other leg and suck it in for the takedown.
Yeah, that's veteran right there. Well, now he's got Mo flat to the mat, too. Mo flat to the mat. Mo's got to get his knee up.
Mo just laying there, trying to crawl that leg forward. Now he does, but that just allows Elam to throw that leg in further. Stalemate, back to the center. 30 seconds left. First period. Looks like Elam lost a contact, so he reaches over and picks it up and throws it back in. Mo explodes to his feet on the restart. Elam around the waist. Mo trying to sag the hips, square up with him. Elam drops in on the leg, drives him out. Head back to the center. 19 seconds to go, first period. 50 seconds of riding time for Elam. Both guys taking their time getting back to the center.
Yeah, I just don't remember Elam being so tall.
Period will come to an end, it looks like. Mo to his feet. Trying to get that hand control, but cannot. So it'll be 3-0.
Boy, this Iowa State crowd is feeling this win right now. They are feeling it.
Mo defers his choice. Elam starts down. He's got 1:08 of riding time. Caution on Mo. Mo saying he moved first. And then asking, okay, so what did I do? Elam up to his feet. Mo around one side to the other, trying to trip him down. Does.
Mo's good there. Mo's really good, that reverse lift. But it's hard to reverse lift a guy that's literally about a foot taller than you.
There he got to his feet, squared up with us, but Mo did a good job, hit a snatch, and stayed on the leg. He's got the riding time down under a minute. 1:45 to go in the second period. Elam of Iowa State leads 3-0. Hawks down 17-14. Final match of the day. Elam to his feet. Mo trying to drop to a leg. Unable to. Lets him out for the escape. 1.5 to go, second period. Elam up 4-0. Mo working that right-handed collar tie. Swiping at a leg.
Now this situation where Mo, he just, at least for this match, he can't be really thinking about the team score or anything like that. This is just for him right here. This is a big, big match for him from a ranking standpoint, a seeding at the national standpoint, an opportunity to wrestle someone that's a veteran here at this weight class. What did Rocky get last year? Second?
I'm trying to remember.
.30 seconds to go here in the second period. And Dean trailing Elam 4-0.
I wonder if he redshirted last year because he's not on here. Or he didn't finish.
Well, if he redshirted last year, I'd be surprised he'd be all the way up to number 2 this early in the season after not even wrestling last year.
Second period comes to an end, 4-0. So Mo's got to get an escape. But nope, Tom's telling him go neutral.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad plan. I really, really don't.
Hawkeye women did get the win today, 86-73. So congrats to Coach Jensen. Let's see if Mo can get something here.
Shot right by Mo. Elam
Elam
did a good job, whizzing right there and getting his toe to the mat and breaking the grip. Mo's coming out hard right now in this third period, though.
1:40 to go, down 4-0.
Let's see him get back to those legs again.
Oh, another half attempt right there. Elam just using that length. Keep him at bay. Mo, a little misdirection attempt. And he gets that high crotch. 1 minute to go in regulation. There's a stall call on Elam. Shot again by Mo, reshot by Elam. We come back out front headlock. He's able to get his hands, though, uses that length, gets to our leg. Now we're doing the splits right on the edge. He's trying to reach all the way across. We're throwing that whizzer in. Elam trying to pull that in with one finger and does for the 3.
Yeah, Elam is really good there defensively. Just using that length to his advantage to get to our leg right there.
28 seconds left. Mo's going to have to go for broke now. He's got to get out first. We'll figure out some way to go for broke.
Guys got to get out first, like you said.
Caution on Mo, his second. So he gets reset. No real move from Mo. Now he's up to his feet. Elam looks to pick him up. "15 seconds left over on the edge. Another stall call, make it 7-1.
Elam's shown that he is a veteran at this weight class for sure. Just really at ease, really at ease. Walking back to center with 7 seconds left, pumping up the crowd. Iowa State bench has their phones out. They are loving this. First time in 20 years that they defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes, and they're doing it in their own home facility. This is big for them. This is huge for the Iowa State program.
Mo up to his feet one more time, but not going to get out. He does get out right at the end.
That's it.
8-2 will be the final score, but the Cyclones defeat the Hawkeyes by a score of 20-14. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back with your post-meet coverage, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
You asked for all the extreme internet performance at an all-in price, and we listened. Get 1 gig internet with a 2-year price lock and everything included. Unlimited data for non-stop streaming, powerful Wi-Fi for enhanced coverage, built-in online threat protection, and internet equipment. All for just $65 a month for 2 years. It's the extreme 1 gig internet deal you asked for. Call 844-4FASTER or visit extreme.com for details. Offer available to new customers only. Price doesn't include one-time charges, tax, and government fees.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th.
Back at a raucous Hilton Coliseum. First time in 20 years, first time in Tom Brand's career. The Cyclones have defeated the Hawkeyes 20-14. Stephen Grace, Mark Ironside for the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. And Mark, you got to tip your cap. The Cyclones were ready to go, and they did what they had to do today. The Hawks, a little flat in spots, a little slow on the offense at times, and didn't do what we needed to win this match.
Yeah, whether you're an Iowa fan or not, and whether you like to hear it, sometimes, as Tom says, you got to take your medicine. And today's the day that the Iowa Hawkeye program has to take your medicine. I mean, Iowa State, honestly, they earned it. They put out the effort, and they earned it. They won some big matches. Obviously, at 33 and 74 were the two biggest ones. Congrats to Ryder Block. He also won a really big match for the Hawkeyes to put us back in that and give us an opportunity here at the end. But, you know, Iowa State, man, they freaking came. They do every year. You know that's going to happen. This is like the Super Bowl for them, you know, no matter what sport it is. It doesn't matter if it's soccer, football, wrestling, you know, the Super Bowl of the year. And Iowa State, no pun intended because their school is red, but it's like they're always the redheaded stepchild to Iowa. And anytime that they can beat them in any sport, it's a big deal to them, and especially when it's been 20 meetings and never beating Tom Brands. Like, this was absolutely humongous for the Iowa State wrestling program and Kevin Dresser and Derek St. John and Brent Metcalf.
On for the Hawkeyes. I mean, it's not necessarily back to the drawing board. The sky isn't falling. It's not the end of the world, but it's one of those things that now we're to the point we've seen enough of a sample size that, okay, there's things that some of these guys really need to start doing a little bit more in the room to try to make it easier for themselves, even just make it an opportunity for themselves to start scoring offensively.
Well, I think obviously, yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, giving themselves more opportunities to score offensively. First period takedowns would go a long ways. Put more effort into those, finding a way to get to a guy's leg. But then obviously, too, working on finishes, and maybe being more selective on the actual type of shot that you're going to take. Because, if you're not doing well at a sweep single or head of the outside, high crotch or something like that, and that's not working for you, well, then you got to have something else in your arsenal that you're going to have to revert to and make that change throughout the actual match as well, too. And not just kind of stick to the same thing over and over throughout the match and what's not working for you. And, a guy like Patrick Kennedy, he wrestling a guy that never even took a single shot on him at all whatsoever in the entire match, and still loses the match because he got taken down twice, even though he gave himself an opportunity, put it back into overtime, but he got taken down on his own shots. And, those outside head of the outside finishes just weren't working out. Guys crotch rolling us through, just maybe, got to know that, sense that. And there's no harm in just getting a guy in the front headlock, pulling him down to the mat, working that front of the headlock, and just grinding out a takedown. And those are just adjustments. Drake Ayala just not getting to that leg, getting to that single. If it's not happening, we got to find other means of scoring at 133 pounds. It's been going on all year. We just have not given ourselves enough opportunities to score takedowns, from the neutral position there, and just not doing enough. We just kind of keep going to the same well that's dry in that particular situation. So, you could even look at 184. Angel Ferrari, our number one ranked guy in the country, he didn't have a takedown. Yeah. Not a single takedown in that match against the number 11 guy. And, that guy, had incredible hips and good defense. But we have to find a way to get takedowns, It just has to happen. If you can't score takedowns or you give up takedowns, then you don't win wrestling matches. So there's a lot, like you said, the sky hasn't fallen by any means. That's a for sure winnable dual meet.
Yeah.
And a lopsided dual meet. That dual meet we could wrestle right here 5 minutes from now, and it could go completely different. But when it counted, Iowa State came out on top, and that's what matters until 2026 when we see them back in Carver Hawkeye Arena. So that's a big one for Iowa State.
Hawks off for a week, and then we'll head down to Hannibal, Missouri a week from Friday, and that will be against Tennessee Chattanooga and Utah Valley, another one of those events that Frank Popolizio puts on. And so a good solid week here, Mark, to try to do some things. Then you got those two duels. Then you're off until the week after Christmas. You're actually after New Year's this year, January 3rd and 4th, for Soldier Salute. So this is going to be a big month of December for these Hawkeyes to, see a busy month of December or month of November, and get kind of a baseline for the year. But now, boom, okay, let's tweak, let's make those little adjustments, and then move forward after the turn of 2026.
Yeah, it's going to be a long bus ride home for these guys, that's for sure. And then it's a long, at least they get to go, now you said it, Missouri, win a couple dual meets down there and get back on the mat, and then a long break to the Soldier Salute. But it's the second half of the season that really, really counts and matters. Not that this here doesn't, because it does, and it stings for sure. But at the same time, there's a lot of season, a lot of wrestling left to be done.
Let's take one more quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Unwind in style at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, where luxury and excitement come together. Tee off on a world-class golf course, savor gourmet dining, and enjoy premier entertainment and amenities that are second to none. Feeling lucky? Hit the slots or try your hand at our table games. There's always action on the floor. Whether you're here to relax, play, or indulge, Riverside offers more than just a getaway. It's an unforgettable experience. Visit Riverside Casino and Resort.com to learn more.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Time now for the Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield Health Coverage Report. Let's take a look at the numbers. When you enroll in a Wellmark individual or family health plan, you choose from thousands of in-network providers. And you're teaming up with Iowa's #1 health insurance company. We know healthcare in Iowa. Score great coverage from Wellmark. Find the plan that's best for you at wellmark.com/covered. Enrollment ends January 15th. Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Back at Hilton Coliseum, wrapping things up from the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. Cyclones with the win, 20-14. Started off at heavyweight, and Younger Bastida with an 11-4 win over Ben Keeter. Dean Peterson with the late takedown. He wins by a score of 4-2. Drake Ayala loses 11-5. Nasir Bailey loses 15-2. Ryder Block with a hard-fought 2-1 tiebreaker victory over Paniro Johnson. Jordan Williams loses by major 11-3. Mikey Caliendo wins 20-5. Patrick Kennedy loses in the tiebreakers 9-8. Angelo Ferrari with a stall point to win 2-1. And then Mo Indine drops 8-2 to number 2 Rocky Elam. Makes the final score 20-14 for this year's installment of the Cyhawk Series. So, Mark, let's get on the road, drive safe back to Iowa City, and get ready for some more action in a couple of weeks.
I will not be in Missouri.
Okay.
I got to be at work that weekend at Extreme Arena's Donnybrook High School Wrestling Tournament. So I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you're going to be on your own, or unless Beatty comes and fills in.
Okay, I'll get a hold of him and figure it out. So, well, then if I don't see you, have a great Christmas.
Yeah,
and
I won't see you until after Christmas. So you have a good Christmas with your family, and hopefully Santa comes to your doorstep again this year.
Mom and Dad are already asking, when can they go up? What all does he have in store? Because Dad doesn't like shopping online. So.
No, I don't either. So, all right, buddy. Well, it's good seeing you.
Yep.
We're out of here, and then drive back safely with the boys, and then we'll see you in 2026.
Sounds good. Big thank you to Ross back at the Learfield Studios, turning the knobs, keeping us on the airwaves. Huge thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, it's not possible for us to be here to do all of this stuff. Of course, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, sending us text messages, helping keep us up to date as we make our way through each one of these broadcasts. We'll talk to you a week from Friday down in Hannibal. 6:15 will be our pre-match coverage, and the first one against Chattanooga starts at 6:30. Until then, this is Stephen Grace. You've been listening to the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. This has been Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling has been brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Also brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by Oak Knoll, a not-for-profit life plan community, serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.